wanna do is stay.
Here's a little light of mine that I would never dare to find if you and I didn't collide.
All I wanna do is stay.
You've taken me by surprise. You brought me back to life. You didn't even have to try.
All I wanna do is stay.
Yeah, I'm flying away to the birds in LA and I won't be back. But I promise to you that the miles in between us will never change. The nights we stayed up, it felt our pain. Turning to love a million days wouldn't be enough, so I can't stay.
All I wanna do is stay. All I wanna do is stay. All I wanna do is stay.
Every time I say goodbye, missing you is hard to hide, but baby it's worth the price.
All I wanna do is stay.
With confidence in your eyes, you've taken off my disguise. I'll never leave that
All I
behind.
wanna do is stay.
Yeah, I'm flying away to the birds in LA and it hurts so bad. But I promise to you that the miles in between us will never change. The nights we stayed up, it felt our pain. Turning to love a million days wouldn't be enough, so I can't stay.
All I wanna do is stay. All I wanna do is stay.
I wish that I could stay. Stop counting down the days. How bittersweet to say. I wish that I could stay.
All I wanna do is stay.
All I wanna do is stay. But nothing will ever change. The nights we stayed up, it felt our pain. Turn into love a million days wouldn't be enough, so I can't stay.
All I wanna do is stay. All I wanna do is stay. All I wanna do is stay. Send my heart into the sound, slowly drifting into your arms. It blows away in new directions. It's your turn to know something that is real. The Milky Way, I feel you splendor. You're the weakness and I find. And now the way into It's your time to know something that is real. The Milky Way, feel your splendor. You're the weakness that I find, and melt away into forever. Lesson learned, and I know that it was real.
Be frightened.
Nobody said it'd be easy, but we took a train to the ceiling, and now I own all of my feelings. Don't wake me up from the stream. I bought a one-way ticket to space. Let's get out of here. I heard Jupiter's nice this time of year. Out in the wild, find a Eden. Let's stay a while, never leaving. Sound me alarm in my heart. Ah, we're taking off. Sound me alarm in my heart. Ah, we're taking off. Don't let go, I want your body around, all around, all around. Sound me alarm in my heart. Ah, we're taking off. Taking off. Taking off. Found you in all of the madness. I heard your voice in the static. Your skin on my skin like a magnet. I won't look down when we crash. I bought a one-way ticket to space. Let's get out of here. I heard Jupiter's nice this time of year. You turn my world on its axis. Out here where anything happens. Sound me alarm in my heart. Ah, we're taking off. Sound me alarm in my heart. Ah, we're taking off. Don't let go, I want your body around, all around, all around.
Welcome to the Baltic eSports League, Week 2 for League of Legends. My name's Derek Danger, together with me is
Davis Oxis Okmanis, and we will see how this week will unfold for us here in the studio.
I know what's not going to unfold on me. That is Danger today. Today is Danger Day. We even got this cool Jinx totem. Look at that. Pretty realistic. Everything falling apart. And well, going into week 2, what do you think? What do you like? Well, yeah, what you liked about week 1? That was your first week on the BSL, so what do you think?
Yeah, my first week on the BSL was quite hype, I would say, because I didn't know all the players. Smack talk, a bit of them facing. Got his challenger jacket back to the studio. This week maybe he's gonna get it back. I saw a lot of great games. I saw some poor games by some teams. I didn't see some games. Some of the teams are here today that I didn't see last week, for example, and we're gonna see how they play. And I'm actually looking forward to actually seeing the roster, seeing the players for the first time here in the second week.
And talking about first time, and what we won't see is we still are yet to find where is Falcon Esports. Like we haven't found them. They're quite lost at the moment. We'll need to make a research. We'll need dogs.
Yeah,
like dogs, because that's the only way how to find.
Yeah, we're gonna need to put out the missing posters in the city center and try to find where Falcon is, because I want to find them where they are, because I woke up today 6 in the morning driving here to be at 11 o'clock to the stream, but got a text, Falcon's not playing. We need to get those missing posters so I can show them what's up.
And on the milk boxes as well. But what we will see today are going to be 2 best of 2s. First one, Žalgiris versus Turing eSports. And well, that's going to be a pretty hype matchup, because well, both are Lithuanian powerhouses, more or less. Well, yeah,
more or less.
Pretty much one of the strongest teams. And afterwards, probably the strongest team coming into BSL is going to be Iron Wolves, and they will play versus City Life, who went, yeah, that's
the only team who went 2-0 last week.
They went 1-1.
They won 1-1? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sorry,
but anyways, it's going to be pretty hype, and tomorrow we're going to have 2 more best of 2s. It's going to be Skill Difference versus P9 and Polybus versus Imantes 5. So looking like a pretty cool fight card right now for this weekend.
Yeah.
And yeah, what do you think? Which are going to be your favorite matches? And maybe you can get that Falcons missing poster for us here in the studio. Just send your submissions. We can probably find a place for that. Maybe you can get a milk box or something.
Yeah, maybe we can get the big milk box, ask somebody to print it on the milk box. But I'm actually looking forward for today's matches, because today there are going to be 2 teams that I haven't seen. Three, that I haven't seen play yet. And I heard yesterday Žalgiris played one game off stream, and they won 2-0, and got some confirmation that their bot lane is actually pretty beast. So I want to see how they perform here live, and see what happens from there on forward.
So first match of the day, it's Turing eSports versus Žalgiris. And for Turing eSports, that's actually a team which won the first season of BSL. Now they're rebranded and with a new roster. They got Chosen One in top lane, Etskas in jungle, Tazas taking over mid lane, Ridix and Gerbas on bot lane.
Yeah, and for the other side from Žalgiris, it's Smackler in the top lane, Barsas in the jungle, Rimtolis in mid lane, Frexy as in the AD carry position, and True Fear as support.
And well, it's going to be pretty interesting, because for Turing eSports, well, they have a title to defend this season, and they have a new jungle, a new roster, and the jungle was previously playing on Žalgiris, He got kicked out. No need for him anymore. Now let's see. Maybe he can get his revenge back. But yeah, Žalgiris eSports got Smackler on top lane. Rimtolis on mid lane. Pretty solid player in bot lane, as you mentioned. We had like a scrim yesterday. Well, not we, but maybe we'll have it as well. We'll make our own team. Pretty much. And Fraxi and Truffier are really ripping apart on bot lane. So that's going to be an interesting thing to see. Now, what we haven't seen yet are your submissions for Vault. Because last week, we had 2 winners. If I'm not mistaken, it was Angel and Fritz from P9. So we need you to send in the pictures of what you ordered. So we can, I don't know, let's make a big class project. So it could be pretty cool. And today we're going to have another giveaway for Vault, 10 euros. All good. All you need to do is write #Vault. Maybe what you want to eat, what you ate for breakfast. I know that I didn't eat anything for breakfast because I'm pretty hungry to see these games.
Yeah, I ate a little bit something, but I'm still a little bit hungry and gonna order some Vault in the pause, maybe between the games, because I'm getting a little bit hungry, but not as hungry as for you, as the same for the games that we are about to see.
And yeah, both teams are Lithuanian. So last season we saw that Lithuanians are really like, maybe not a step ahead, but like a half a step ahead of any other teams. Žalgiris started the season slow, then they slowly ramped up and got to a pretty solid point, and they're like sponsored by the big basketball team. It's pretty cool. They have a brand to defend and everything. But yeah, so we'll see. Žalgiris, they played versus Falcon eSports yesterday. They won both games, so they have 3 points already, and they are tied with Coin Flip Gaming, which also won 2-0 last week.
Yeah, but they got 3 points. They were playing against the missing Falcon eSports.
How did they find them?
They probably played a co-op versus IE game and just went 5 versus bots and just got the 3-0 because Falcon still missing here. Maybe they're somewhere lurking in the shadows. Maybe they're gonna be here for next week. But yeah, Žalgiris in tied for first place. It's gonna change probably this week, hopefully, and we will see what's gonna happen. The other team that is in first place, sharing the first spot with Žalgiris, is City Life, and then there are a bunch of teams tied for 3rd till 8th place, I think. Yeah,
well, there's something a bit incorrect. City Life went 1-1 last week, and Coin Flip Gaming are with the 3 points as well, and then the rest of the teams have 1 point with an exception of Imantas 5, who lost to Coin Flip Gaming 0-2.
Yeah.
So Imantas 5 is still yet to get any victories. Last week they were at the finals, semi-finals, but they lost to the eventual winners, and they had pretty interesting games. So I want to see how they perform tomorrow. Maybe they had some adaptation from last week. But yeah, today, first match of the day, Turing eSports versus Žalgiris. What are your predictions? What do you think?
Well, I actually need to see the first game because I don't know both of the teams. I don't know the players. But from the data we had from yesterday's off-stream games from Žalgiris, I am actually going to predict Žalgiris to win this game because I am for great bot lanes. Make bot lane great again, Riot, please. Make it greater. Make it 1v9 again. And I want to see Žalgiris win this game. I want to see the bot lane dominate the opposition's bot lane and win through that lane.
And well, looking at the rosters, last season, Turing eSports were just like outclassing everyone with their mechanics. Now they get a new roster. Chosen One is the one staying, the only one staying in Turing eSports roster from last season. So maybe he'll be the veteran that leads his team. And the rest of the players, I actually don't have no clue, because I looked into their accounts that they're playing. Only mid lane is like a challenger. The rest of them, are a bit lower, I would say. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. Now, Žalgiris is always known for their team fighting and late game strategic plays. With the new jungler Barsas, it's going to be pretty interesting because I've heard that he's been more of like a carry role, because last season Etzkis was put on tanks mostly, and with an exception of like HyperTown finals, and now, yeah, they changed their jungler for a reason. Let's see how these two match up. So that's going to be probably one of my main matchups this series. But the most important one is like Smackler 1v9. I want to see him take over the game versus Chosen One. Chosen One showed that he can like he cannot 1v9 the game as Smackler can. He only got like a couple of 1v3s in last season. So what is that, Chosen One? You need to show us more. And Smackler, if you're hearing this, then you need to show Chosen One who is the best top lane in Lithuania. And well, yeah, Smackler writes to me, True Fear is not playing, and True Fear is not playing. That's going to be Afting in bot lane.
Afting?
So yeah, Frexy and Afting from last season. So let's see. I don't know. All of them have, except for Barsas, have 1v9 tags next to their names. Barsas is like with the jungle tag, so maybe he's like, I don't need this team, I just want to play it on my own. I'm gonna pick like some, like I saw it last week, Fruits popped up on Evelyn. Maybe I can do the same.
Yeah, maybe he can do the same, but the meta right now, this the new patch, it actually gives the players a lot of versatility. You can play the tanks in the jungle. You can also play the carries, as we saw last week, as we have seen like in the EU LCS, NA LCS, LCK, even Predator Gragas or something, and we're gonna see what the meta is gonna shift here. What kind of champs are they gonna play here in the BSL?
Well, Chosen One says that they have mic issues. I guess Etzkis is like a bit nervous to play versus his old team, already choking. So yeah, should be pretty interesting. So have you actually tried Vault, you viewers? And if you have, write what did you order, because I need some new garment in my belly, and I want to find the best food here in Riga. Maybe you ordered from Vilnius or Tallin or it's in all the big cities. So I don't know if I can order from Vilnius or Tallin. That'd be interesting. Like some like, I don't know, 60 euros for shipping. For delivery, actually.
For the delivery, yeah. But we are in the Champ Select right now, and already some bands going out, and it's the Tallin Italy jungle bands and the Rakan Swain bands. What do you think about these bands right now?
Well, it seems like that Žalgiris knows what Etzkis is playing, but he's been spamming lately. They were the team that were like friends and stuff, playing together for a long while. Now they banned out Tallin and Italy, so no AP jungler is going there. But here we can see Gragas' first pick, so maybe that's the missing link here. Aurelia banned as well. The mid lane for Touring eSports probably has crazy mechanics, probably got the challenger with Aurelia, so I wouldn't want to face that as well. But from Touring eSports side, Rakan, Swain, and Aatrox, all bot Aatrox are like super good team fighting champions that we didn't see much last season. Swain just got reworked, so not just got reworked, but just got put into bot lane. Rakan, super good ban. And in opposition of Gragas, we got Graves and Braum, so already super strong duo, jungle and support.
Yeah, the Graves jungle is gonna go really aggressive on the Gragas. We're gonna see if it's probably gonna be Predator, Runic Echo's full AP Gragas, but we have to see. And the Braum, it's a great support pick in the bot lane. It's always safe, and you can have a strong lane if you pair it with Alucian, for example, and that's immediately a kill lane. It depends on what that's a Heimer lock-in.
And yeah, there are not going to be any kills on bot lane. Frexy and Afting taking all the fun out of the bot lane. They're going to just do their thing. Pyke, Heimer can 1v2 the lane. Pyke can just throw him around. We saw what Riftwolf did on Pyke, which pretty much led to their 2-0 victory. Now I want to see Afting do the same, but maybe. Actually,
that's a Twitch lock-in.
Oh, that's a Twitch locked-in. So disrespecting Jager's bot lane right there, because Twitch is super weak in an early game. And versus Heimer, I don't know. I can't really figure out what you can do versus Heimer. If you do not get any kills, you're just going to be pushed out of the lane. Your turret's going to fall, next turret's going to fall, and suddenly you lose the game.
Yeah, the Twitch is going to be dead weight until 30 minutes if the jungler is not non-stop in the bot lane. I actually don't understand this pick. They were hovering the Ashe. I thought, yeah, that's a good pick, because the Pyke is not going to roam against the Braum Ashe, but they lock in the Twitch. I'm a little bit shocked about this pick right now.
Yeah, we'll need to see how it works out in the game. Yasuo and Cho got banned out, so I don't know who plays Yasuo on their side. Actually, because like Rumtolis plays Orianna, and that's what I know him for. Smackler maybe plays Yasuo, maybe he just want to wreak havoc. But pretty interesting. A lot of mid lane bans coming from Žalgiris banned out, Rise and Kassadin. Super strong mid lanes if you know how to play them. Unfortunately, no one knows how to play them, but they got a new mid lane who probably knows that. And what's going to be the second to last pick for Turing Esports, and that is last second Corki lock-in. And yeah, last season me and Cookie had like a meme about that Lithuanians really know how to play Corki. Latvian players know how to play Echo, and we got Twisted Fate from Rumtolis. He played quite a lot last season actually, so we'll have to see. And got Smackler on the Poppy pick in top lane. So the last pick is going to be, what can you counter Poppy with? I actually have no clue. You can pick Mundo, I guess, but that's going to be a farm lane, and do you really want to pick a farm lane if you're chosen one? You just chose a losing matchup on top lane, and what could be worse than, like, I don't know, chosen one?
The Poppy actually can go jungle.
It won't. But it could go. It could go.
It can go, but it won't. Sorry, but talking about these matchups between the teams, the mid lane with the Pyke and Heimerdinger. Heimerdinger is gonna push up the Twitch on the turret non-stop, and they are going to roam 24/7. It's probably gonna be Predator Gragas, and they're gonna gank that mid lane a lot, because they already showed us that they don't want the mid laner, the enemy mid laner, to get any comfort champs to actually get the game rolling. They banned 4 presumably mid champs. Talia is a jungle mid, Irelia is a top mid, but they don't want the mid laner to actually play League of Legends today.
Well, we'll see about that, whom they focus, because, yeah, even after 6 Twitches bot lane, it's going to be pretty messy, because everyone can just go and kill the Twitch. You get like you get Gragas, Pyke, Twisted Fate, maybe Poppy can come down too. And suddenly there's just no tier 2, no inhib on bot lane. You can just push the inhib in like 13 minutes if you play it out correctly, but can they do it?
Yeah, that's gonna be a big but at this moment, because think about the combo. Pyke hooks, ease, Twitch is already stunned, then it's Heimer grenade, and if there's a Gragas roaming around the jungle, the Twitch is gonna be CC'd non-stop. I don't know how he's going to survive this lane. There's a Braum shield, yes, but is the Braum shield going to actually negate Twisted Fate roaming, a Gragas roaming, a Poppy teleporting and diving you level 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on? I want to see how this bot lane plays out. Maybe he's a Twitch one trick or something. I don't know, but still.
Well, going into the match, let's see. From yesterday's game versus Falcon Esports, we can see the stats. Žalgiris of Rexy with 15 kills. That's like in 2 games, 15 kills. CS in a minute, 9.12. Could be better. Still room to grow. We see like in big leagues, people have like 13 CS per minute. I don't know how to do it. And Afting, as the support, is first in league with kill participation. Now with Pike, he's going to be able to take those kills. And a perfect KDA still yet to die. And I don't know how you're going to die versus this type of team comp. So yeah, Joggers eSports set to take game 1. And well, right hashtag want what you want to eat till the game starts. We're going to have a short break afterwards. The first game between Joggers versus Turing eSports will start.
Go big, go boom, with guns of boom. Like the sound of big booming 4v4 friend fragging action? We'll fix you up. Go big, go boom, with guns of boom.
Lešik, butik, jau viss ir redzēts. Thriller, killer, tas viss ir redzēts. Skandāls, secret, viss ir redzēts. Creepy, crazy, jā, viss ir redzēts.
Pārsteidz mani, pārsteidz mani, pārsteidz mani, un tagad pārsteidz mani.
Lūdzu, jaunā Helio interaktīvā televīzija nomaina Lattelecom ITV. Televizors, tālrunis un planšete darbojas kā viens vesels. Tagad pārvaldi un aizraujies pilnīgi jaunā līmenī. Izklaide progresē. Helio.
Welcome back to the Baltic eSports League, and we're in the first game between Žalgiris versus Stirring eSports, and let's see. Smackler leading the charge, and already seems like they're going for 5-point defense, but what do we have here? A big 5-man stack coming from Stirring eSports. They're going into River, can actually get something. They will find Afting. Now Afting finds them, and will smartly back off. This is pretty interesting. They don't even go in the jungle to get some vision or something, and now Smackler together with Barses, DJ Barses on the Rift, will get vision on the Stirring side. Well, in Stirring's jungle, and now Smackler takes a little bit of damage, and will run away. Chosen One is not here to play games, he just wants the cup.
He's throwing the cup at them. Yeah, we're into the game. Let's see how it goes. Corky in the mid lane with Cole. How do you feel about that?
Well, I don't know. It seems like he's disrespecting Remtolis quite a lot. You can start with a call, but then you cannot trade at any point of the lane. And yeah, I don't know if Barsis comes to mid lane. Could end up ugly. And what could end up ugly here? I don't know what they're doing. They are going into Tribrush. They might catch out Afting. Afting needs to start with the E, and now Frexy already on the Heimer duty, just pushing the wave, and pretty interesting. Third placement, only 1/3 place down, so alright, he's saving them, and now we gotta pause the best part of this. So what do you think? Who is winning the early game 1 minute into the
1 minute into the game? The early game goes to the Heimerdinger.
To the Heimerdinger. Why so? What do you think about Heimerdinger?
About Heimerdinger, it's just a push lane. Like we know that. We played Duo Q 2 days ago, and we played Heimer, and we just pushed them in non-stop and roamed throughout all the map. And this is what's gonna happen in this lane. The Twitch is not gonna get a lot of CS, or he's going to get the CS under the turret only.
Like now. He gets one. Well, maybe he can get more than that. Now, it seems like Frexy is not super experienced on the Heimer. Just randomly Waster does know how to place them down, so maybe he needs a coaching session from the Derek. And well, Remtolis is somehow losing the trades versus Tazis. So that's okay.
That's pretty interesting, yeah. But yeah, both junglers clearing their blue. Graves clearing his red side, and Graves clearing his blue side with vision on him. So Graves probably knows where the Gragas is, and
now Graves is roaming bot because, well, yeah, you'll need to help out this lane. He'll just go for the blue buff. But this bot lane is super interesting because when Heimer was played a lot, we saw a lot of Heimer and Fiddlesticks that can push in the wave even harder. But I think there's no need because Heimer can do it himself. But with Pyke, after level 6, if Aitzkes comes down, they have to be careful not to be turned on because, I don't know, Frexy puts down like the grenades or the big turret, and suddenly they can get resets with the Pyke.
Yeah, the bot lane is going to be an interesting one. I want to see how this Twitch actually survives and gets some items. Yeah, right now he's only down 7 CS, but that's 7 CS 3 minutes into the game.
Well, he has a lot of minions on the turret, so maybe if he's experienced enough, he can clear them. So it's not that bad,
Lost one,
lost two. But a big change and switch up from week 1. We already got our first Infernal Drake. I don't know if we had one last week. I thought we had only Cloud and Ocean Drakes.
Yeah, I think we had one Infernal Drake per the whole weekend, but still the RNG may be working in our favor and giving us some more Infernal Drakes this week.
And now Aitzkes is trying to set up a tent on top lane. Smackler's still far from that, so I don't know. Maybe Aitzkes is wasting time there. He just wants to show who is the jungle boss and why you shouldn't kick him out of the teams. And now he's already behind Smackler. They're waiting for opening. And here comes our first gank of the day. Smackler stops the charge from Graves, and will he survive? He dodges the explosion, and now will he turn it? And Smackler with the 1v2 first blood onto Chosen One. I don't know. Smackler is just a league above anyone else.
Oh, I don't even want to call it an outplay.
Grenade landed on bot lane. And what happened there? Bosses came top lane. I didn't even see him. And yeah, Hitskus is dead. So Joggers on individual plays already outclassing during esports.
Yeah. Barca's just coming in here and said, yep, they were really good to substitute you for me. But there's an exchange.
I know, Frexy has to flash away. So yeah, they'll probably reset. He needs like 1300 gold. If he can last it, which he can't really, then he'll get it. But yeah, has teleport, can teleport back lane if something bad happens. He'll get his last chapter and be fine and dandy. And now, that is really the hardest part for Twitch in this lane. Once Heimer comes back after the first back, he can just stay in lane forever.
Yeah, and he is back with turrets, and he's gonna still push in the Twitch.
And grenade lands a lot of laser damage, and now summoners needs to be burned and super low.
Heal flash.
Heal flash.
To save the Braum, and right now if the Twitch tries to farm on the turret, the Gragas already knows that, and he's going for that bot lane dive. They're gonna kill the Twitch.
And from champion select to the game, DJ Barses also switched up his tag to the 1v9 Smackler, and now what's the AD carry is in trouble, has to flash away, and that could be first turret or not. Well, they don't have a lot of minions. Frexy's not 6 yet, so but still, they'll just get a lot of turret damage.
But still, the Twitch is gonna lose so much. He's gonna lose almost a full wave of minions off of this, and the Heimer's gonna get a free back and just get his items and destroy this lane even further than he has destroyed. 17 CS down right now. It's 7 minutes into the game, and this lane is not working out. The jungler, which is Graves for this moment, he hasn't helped the bot lane to actually try and survive this game. But we have to see how this is going to unfold. Maybe that's a secret meta pick that we don't know of, that he's going to roam.
And now here comes the second gank. Can he actually get something here? Ramtolis uses the gold card, and now he is burning, but he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Corrupting Potion works just fine. And let's see. And now
mid lane.
Yeah, Tazas looking to poke them down. But yeah, Tazas so far being the silent carry here, getting quite a lead with the call start on the Corki. So that's interesting. And now during esports, we'll take the first Drake, unless Frexy and Afting have something to tell them.
Yeah, the Gragas reset because Tazos flashed in for him, and Gragas as well flashed to get away from the Corki, and there was an exchange of flashes, but still Gragas was too low to actually contest the Infernal Drake, so that's a free Infernal Drake for them.
And now Frexy and Afting on bot lane level 6, so I don't know. Look at that. Oh, good trade coming down from the Twitch. And look at that. Actually, they've been surviving better than expected. Now, that might be a kill. Afting does not go in. A little bit.
I'm a little bit disappointed.
To be asked because Frexy didn't have anything to use his ultimate with. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like they could kill him there. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe we're wrong, but I think they
could kill him. He bullied out top lane. Now he's bullying out the mid lane as well. Now package comes down from Tazas. Now Bars is in trouble, but will have the help of Rentolus, so he's safe. Now Smackler lost a lot of time actually from that. Chosen One gets a free recall, gets Sunfire Cape, gets Cloud Mail, and that's a fight on bot lane and a 2v2 kill. Rentolus comes in for the return kills and a double kill for Afting with the resets. And that could be the first turret blood as well.
That was a great exchange. Yeah, the Heimer died, maybe a little bit over aggressive. We didn't see that, but that's the first turret turret gold going over.
And now Edskus is desperately trying to save the turret, and he will do it. On top of that, he gets Barses, so he is he's the man in this play. And look at that, everyone making some clutch plays so far. Smackler, then Afting, actually Twitch as well, getting the 2v2 kill onto Frexy. How did that happen?
Yeah, this was a great turn of events actually for the Twitch, because Heimer died and didn't get to push. Yeah, he was back in lane. Now he's top lane to get that farm, but Twitch got the kill. That's very, very good for him, because he needs to scale. He needs those kills. And now he's just gonna need to push in this bot lane and get some free damage on the turret, because they didn't get that first turret goal in the bottom lane, because
and now Smacker wants some more highlight plays, goes in 1v3 to clear the wave. He'll be successful in that. And now I actually like what the Žalgiris did. They switched the lanes because they saw that Chosen One is opting in armor, and well, Frexy doesn't have a lot of tag damage. He goes in with the abilities with the turrets. Now Chosen One trades. He might be in trouble there. Has to use the ultimate and flashed away from the ignite, and big rockets coming from Frexy.
Yeah, almost dies to the Pyke Heimer combo, but still Heimer and Pyke can get this top lane turret down, and still Twitch is in the bot lane farming for free, because the Poppy, he can kill him, but he doesn't know where the Braum is, and Twitch is just getting free farm at the moment, and that's just what the Twitch needs right now.
Yeah, Twitch will have the Blade of Drinking in a couple minutes, then he'll be able to roam for himself, because yeah, Twitch is actually an assassin. He can catch out many people together with Rimtolus, gold card into like, well, on Rimtolus actually. You just wait for the gold card and then go in on him. Tazes, so far, yeah, look at that, 10 CS per minute, and is taking Raptors as well.
Yeah, he's dominating this mid lane. I actually didn't know, but still, Žalgiris just get this.
I know Bromby might be in trouble, but not a lot of damage coming through.
Mundo's right here at the corner. Yep. He just gets out.
But will they chase them through? The hook barely misses, and Žalgiris will fall back, but already 12 minutes in, they got 2 turret lead.
Yeah,
and
they get a 2 turret lead and almost 2.5k lead, and we have seen in the last week that teams struggle to actually close out the games with these leads. They struggle to snowball correctly and just transition the leads to winning games, because right now, if we look at the team comps, I think that Žalgiris has a timer on their head, because if the Twitch and the Corki just get rolling and get to that 25 to 30 minute mark and get their items, I think they just win off of them, the both damage dealers. They are just gonna snowball out of control and kill all of this Žalgiris team.
And yeah, they have to be careful. But yeah, as previously mentioned, we haven't seen Žalgiris play. Tazes is looking for a package play, just zoning them out for now.
But he's on a ward. Žalgiris is a full vision where Corki is, so they are not afraid of where he's going to go. But the playstyle playing against Twitch, it's a lot different, is it not?
Yeah, versus Twitch, you have to be careful. It's similar to like Evelyn or Rengar. You always need to be expecting to find Twitch somewhere near you, especially if you're someone like Frexy, because on a Heimerdinger, of course, you got the grenades and stuff, but Twitch can just flash out of it and straight up kill you.
Yeah, we have to see what happens with this Twitch, because he's not getting a lot of farm. He had that free farm period in the bot lane, but it got cut short by the Poppy and by all the plays that Žalgiris has made. They take the 3rd turret in a row, 3 turrets to 0 right now.
And now they want to get Chosen One as the dessert. Now Chosen One doesn't have flash, will get collapsed on Rimtolus with the Destiny, And he has all 5 members from Žalgiris, and I really like what they're doing. They're playing the game step by step. They took the top lane third, they took the bot lane third, they took the mid lane third. Now, they will push for bottom tier 2, because, yeah, they see that Tazis is on top lane. They probably saw that Eitzkus is near the Rift Herald, and there's no defenses. They might even push for tier 3 there.
Yeah, because there's nobody to defend, and bad on Chosen One. Really bad, because he's not respecting that Poppy is in his lane. And that TF, he can instantly show up in his lane. So he's really disrespecting. The mid lane turret falls. He is so far pushed up that TF can just roam and kill him with the Poppy. He isn't level 16. I don't care about anything Mundo running around. He is the Mundo that can get destroyed by this team. And if he gets pushed up like that another more time, then it's just that TF ulti into Poppy, and then they go straight for Baron and just destroy it and finish the game. But yeah, they need to be cautious of these misplays.
And it seems like we're back at the Baltic Esports League, because Cloud Drakes are spawning left and right. Žalgiris got one, maybe they can get the second one as well. Now Eitzkus is holding on to the Eye of the Herald, so maybe if they can get a pick with a Twitch and Corki, they can push 2-3 turrets and get all the gold back, because they're only like 3k behind. And of course in 16 minutes that is a lot, but when you take into consideration that there's like Heimerdinger who doesn't really scale compared to the Twitch, at least he's not the best team fighter in the game. And you get someone like Twisted Fate and a lot of magic damage. All in all, we see that Barsis is going for the AP build as well. So building the zones right now, if you can just itemize magic damage, maybe get adaptive helm on a couple of members, or at least on Chosen One. He still went for the Sunfire, so I don't know, once they get adaptive helm, once they get Hurricane in the Twitch, I think that they can actually fight for the victory or fight for the comeback.
Yeah, the only member they're actually waiting for at the moment is the Twitch. If the Twitch gets the Hurricane, they can fight a 5v5. They necessarily, I'm not saying that they can just wipe the team, but I am saying that if the Twitch gets the Hurricane and the Corki gets Triforce plus Rapid Fire or Storm Razor as he builds right now, I'm not familiar with the build, but if they get one item each, they actually can 5v5 better than Žalgiris, in my opinion.
Well,
but
yeah,
there's a still long way to go to get those 2 items on those primary carries.
Well, Corki is doing a great job farming. Already 200 CS in 17 minutes, so, well, previously we saw the stats that Frexy had the best CS per minute in the league. Well, maybe after this game that's going to change, because Taz is showing off the newcomer BSL Challenger player. And what happened there? Frexy caught out again. Twitch will pay for that. Now they might get some resets. Spike is looking for something, but now he's looking for an escape. Has to flash over the wall. Smackler misses his ultimate. And now Taz is coming in. A lot of damage. Has the Trinity falls, but gets good. Everyone flashing back and forwards. Zermtol is still pretty healthy. So, well, let's see. Big poke coming from Taz's.
Yeah, exchange of bot lane carries, the Twitch dies and the Heimer dies. Probably a stealth assassination from the Twitch, but we have to see what Žalgiris can get off of this. This is
Zermtol is with the flash gold card onto Eitzkus. Can Eitzkus get away? He doesn't have ultimate, but, well, he's pretty healthy. Now Smackler goes in, gets the kill onto Taz's Eitzkus. Well, he just let his team to fall. And yeah, Eitzkus 302 on the Poppy has to defend his title to be like, well, they always needs to be Eitzkus. Not Eitzkus, but Smackler, and, well, he's trying to. And now Twitch comes in with the ultimate. Spray and pray is not be enough. He didn't have spray and pray. Or is it called rat-tat-tat-tat?
It's spray and pray right now. He has his ultimate up right now.
And Frexy used his ultimate to take the turret. Can he actually do it? Seems like he can. A lot of low members. I didn't know that Frexy plays Heimerdinger. Apparently, he's pretty decent at it.
Yeah, probably took some lessons, but you saw that he was playing poorly and didn't want to acknowledge your student that took lessons from you with the Heimer, but still, he was mommy 3ing that mid lane, almost got the turret. Yeah, they were low, but still, he almost got a triple, almost a double, but maybe a triple even. And the Rift Herald up top.
Yeah, Rift Herald. Etzkas had to put it somewhere, but they will not get anything from this. Only thing that they got from this is that Žalgiris didn't get Rift Herald. And that would be disastrous at this point. And Taz is with the packages, chasing down Rimtol is now from side Barsas, but he can actually 1v2 this. He gets the kill and packages away.
Yeah, that was a great exchange from Tazas. He's actually showing us that he is the mid laner to beat here, because his CSD is actually pretty insane. He's 230 CS in 20 minutes. That's like 11, 12 CS per minute. But
already with the Triforce, with the Sword Boots, will finish the Stormrazor if he's building that.
Yeah, that's the build path for Stormrazor, I think.
Yeah, Stormrazor is something like Rapid Cannon. And what do we have here? Chosen One pops his ultimate. And now Tazas goes on to Frexy. Frexy, can you survive this? Yes, you can. Big Turret is making Tazas retreat, but it does not deal as much damage as he would want to.
And this was a great exchange, and they get the Drake.
And the second Infernal Drake. Well, you got Twitch. Can you get the second Infernal Drake? If you can, Chosen One will be the one trying to zone them off. And right before the fight, we got a pause. Probably it got a little bit too tense for them. They want to be up and ready for the fight. So what do you think? We can see from the summoner spells that Frexy doesn't have Flash. He has to be careful. He doesn't have Zanyas as well, still yet to finish that.
But if you look at the other side, the only one who has Flash is Chosen One, and there's not gonna be an engage coming from Chosen One, and Twitch doesn't have Flash, and Corki doesn't have Flash. Corki, he has a dash, he can get away, but still. And if we look at the opposite side, Gragas has Flash, and he's almost going to have his Predator boots up. He's gonna Predator up, Flash Body Slam, Cask. Cask is available for Gragas, and he can get a great pick if they stay for the Infernal Drake, but they have the great positioning to actually get it. So it's a bit of a dilemma, I think.
Well, this is every coach's dream. Right before the team fight, you always pause and you say like, okay, Barsas, you go in, wait for Twitch, just Body Slam Flash into Explosive Casket, then Rimtols will take over with the gold card, but well, it does not happen like that in
we'll
team
see
fights.
what's going to happen right now.
Yeah, we're back into it. And well, after gets a hook, now Chosen One will fall a bit
Chosen
too
One
low. He has teleport, but yeah, he doesn't have an ultimate.
And they opt out of the Infernal Drake.
Yeah, Frexy coming from base, so it seems like that during eSports we'll just give it up for free.
Yeah, they gave up the Infernal Drake. Maybe they weren't feeling that comfortable to go in because their only tank in Chosen One didn't have his ulti, so he didn't have the sustain needed to actually win that fight, and maybe that persuaded them to actually not go and not lose any more than an Infernal Drake and a mid lane turret that was actually going to fall anyway. So
and
they're scaled.
5-0 turrets. 5-0 turrets in favor of Žalgiris. And well, so far a pretty clean game. And now it's pretty disgusting when you look at item builds. We got Zanyas on Gragas on the Heimerdinger. Rimtolis on TF still only stopwatch, but till he uses it, he doesn't need to upgrade it. At least not for now. So if during esports just go in all in everyone Zanyas, then the element of surprise actually disappears, and you'll get 2 seconds to think over how to assess the situation, then you all have to go in.
Yeah, but if we look at from the other side, yeah, Turing Esports is down 5 turrets. They're down almost 4k, but their team is scaling. They just want to lose as little as possible to not lose the game.
But at the end of the game, you have to win the game as well. And here comes Afting with the stun on Braum. Now Destiny comes in, and Chosen One from the side with the ultimate is having a lot of zoning potential. They get Barces, and now they are chasing away. Now Frexy will slow them down with turrets, but that's about it. Chosen One once more. Frexy doesn't have flash, now has it. And now let's see, can Twitch get some resets here? Braum is getting lower and lower.
Topside.
He has to be careful.
TF flash topside, a three-man goon squad from Turing just went in and got the flash out of TF. Now they're defending the top lane turret, but that was.
And here comes Afting, gets Chosen One. Chosen One gets hit into ball.
Hook.
And yeah, Frexy gets the kill.
Hook, line, and sinker from the pike. Gets the Chosen One, takes him down, and they're gonna get a mid lane turret in return. Yeah, that's some standing gold, but they won the team fight and got a turret and just lost one kill. But that was a great trade and great play from Braum actually, because they collapsed on him so fast.
And they are going for the Baron with the turrets. They got a lot of damage, but it's falling down slower than expected. Now Etzkes knows what's up. He knows he has the game plan in his books. He knows every play that Žalgiris has. So
Corky valked in. He's going for TF.
And well, Rentolus is to fall. Now Tazas is trying to get away. He will kite it out and gets a double kill. Etzkes with the collateral damage tries to KS them, but does not work. And look at that, Tazas actually with the static shiv. So pretty ballsy build. Is going to take away the red buff from the Twitch. And like,
just saying, I'm the true carry now.
Yeah, I'm the true carry.
Aside, look at kid. And
280 CS, 280 CS. Well, he has the stale like 11, 12 CS per minute. I don't know if he can get more without Twitch being sacrificed. Look at that level difference, 16 to 11. And now it's pretty sad if you're Žalgiris, because you can only throw like this for like 1 or 2 more times, and then the game's over and you suddenly lose. You have to use the lead while you still can.
Yeah, but about that last fight, actually Žalgiris misplayed that fight so hard, because they got the pick on the Braum Twitch in the jungle and they threw everything but the kitchen sink at the Braum, at the shield. They threw a lot of their ultis. It was a Heimer empowered W that was cast in the Braum shield. A lot of ultis were burnt just to get that pick onto Braum, and that's why DJ Barces died there, because he was trying to engage, burnt everything he had on that Braum shield with his team, and they just misplayed. I don't know. I think they are starting to tilt a little bit, because if you look at from a different side, you have a Heimer Pike bot lane, and that Twitch has died only 2 times. If I'm that Heimer Pike bot lane, I'm pretty sad about that.
Now, the Tazas, with 3 finished items, he has Triforce, he has Static Shield, and most importantly, he has Infinity Edge. Now Etzkes might be in trouble, eats everything, but Death from below does not finish him. And now they are turning the fight. Chosen One going in, they are trying to get Frexy, but
Mundo goes where he pleases right now. If only he had the Corky's coming.
And well, Smackler does not get him into wall, but gets another kill, 4th kill for Smackler this game. And yeah, Tazas, can he get something from this? Because I think he can frontline. He's like 2 levels ahead of anyone in the game. Level 16 on Corky, yes, the upgraded ultimates and stuff. Well, the shortest cooldown ultimates. The rockets every couple seconds, and now Braum in trouble again. Will he get away? He probably will. Smackler is dealing quite some damage actually. So Smackler does not care. He's the real Mundo in here, gets stunned but does not take any damage.
And now he
Frexy gets the kill, and a big grenade coming down. Taz is the next one to fall. Rimtolis will pick it up, and that is 2 for 1 so far. Etzkas will fall as well. Double kill comes in from Rimtolis, and it seems like Žalgiris will just finish the game here and now, unless Chosen One and the Twitch does something to prevent that. Spray and Pray is coming up in a couple of seconds, so we need to see hero plays here. Because like 20 more seconds on that time as they will opt in for the Baron.
Yeah, they got the in-hit, they got the great fight. Chosen One, in my opinion, outplayed himself in that fight again. Going in with the Braum only and not getting in. The damage dealers weren't following him, but he was just going in, and as Žalgiris is taking the turret, maybe they are trying to contest this, but still, Chosen One outplayed himself in that fight, and
now the flank is coming, but Baron is taken by Žalgiris, and suddenly it's 6k lead, 5k lead for Žalgiris. They finally got a way back, and now after this one, look at that Frexy with the Morel Namicon. And that is a big spike if you're a Heimerdinger, because you get so much pure damage coming from magic penetration. So let's see now. I don't know. Twitch is not the target in my opinion anymore, because he was set too far behind. Look at that. He's struggling taking the Grump. And he has no resources this game. 200 CS in 30 minutes. That is not what you want to do.
At least they got the Ocean Drake on the back half of it. They went for the Ocean that was standing there as the Drake and just took it before the timer, and that was a great time because the next Drake is still gonna be an elemental Drake of some kind, and it's not gonna be the Elder. So if anything, they're just with that Drake take, if they withstand this Baron push from Žalgiris, they can stand a little bit more, because they are not going to have to choose between Elder or Baron. They can just go for one.
How can they do it? They have no engage in Heimer plus Twisted Fate. Well, here goes Heimer, but the Heimerdinger plus Twisted Fate have such a big siege potential. It's not Taz is trying to poke them away. Is a bit successful, I don't know, but it's only a matter of time. Mid lane minions are coming in. Taz will be the one clearing him, and Frexy will teleport in. Apting takes a bit of turret damage. Now let's see. Engage onto Smackler. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. During esports have no engage. They can only kite back. And well, big grenade comes in. And who do they get? Is it going to be
the Mundo?
No one.
Mundo using his ult, running away from 5 people right now. Maybe he's
and now Žalgiris are falling lower. Etzkas gets first kill. The spray and break comes down from
Mundo
the Twitch.
Dead.
Mundo is dead, so that's 1 for 1, but the inhibitor falls as well. So 2 inhibitors, 1 more to go. Mid one will spawn in about 2 minutes or something. So still with the Baron buff, they can get a turret or 2, because look at that beautiful wave on top. Smackler leading the charge 4-1 and 7 on the Poppy. Really having a performance, but well, he has to go through Taz's, which is a really scary late game threat. Already on 3.5 items. He's looking to finish that rapid fire cannon now, and then I don't know. He has clans. He's set to carry this game, and he is looking to do that. One more hit on Frexy would have done that, but no. Frexy gets the return kill, and now Twitch might be the next one to fall. And here comes Wildcards. And two kills coming through from Žalgiris. Braum barely surviving. And now can Chosen One defend this turret, because, yeah, Frexy, all he needs to do is use his abilities and try to survive this. Now Chosen One wants to 1v2 this. First Donius comes down. Gold cut. And can he get Frexy? Frexy dies now. Chosen One is looking to take down Rimtolis as well. Super low. And another wild card's coming down. And now Smackler is dueling Braum and Etzkas. Big, and look at that. Look at that, Smackler. What was that? Smackler together with Barses destroying all the attempts that Etzkas is trying to make to not give away the game. This should be game 1 between Žalgiris and Turning Esports, but here comes Twitch, and Twitch is trying to clean it up. A couple more hits onto Nexus, Can they actually finish this? And they do! They do. First game, Žalgiris takes the victory with an impressive game and a pretty messy finish to that.
Yeah, that was a pretty messy finish. They gave up a lot of kills towards the back half of that game, but still, it was a nice game to watch from Žalgiris. They drafted all the pushing lanes that they wanted, and the bot lane was pushing the Twitch. In my opinion, wasn't even in the game there. The Twitch was too much scaling. They opted in the Corki Twitch Graves and the Mundo, and like that's 3 losing lanes, and the ganks from the Graves couldn't come out because they were so pushed up to their turrets all the time, and yeah, they just got the leads from their lanes. The only one from Turing actually being in this game was the Corki, who tried to carry the game with an insane CS difference from the TF. Like, he was almost averaging 11 CS per minute. He was trying to carry his team, but in that one last team fight, he stepped a little bit too far forward and didn't count that the Poppy W will stop his Valk out. He cleansed, he balked, and he flashed, but it was too late, and he lost the game.
And if you look at the damage, that last teamfight did everything, because Frexy leading the damage charge by quite a little. Only like 600 ahead of Tazas and Rimtolus, so big carry threats coming through from Žalgiris. And a pretty interesting game one, all starting with the 1v2 kill on top lane from God Smackler himself. Bot lane went as expected. Actually, I think the Twitch Braum held it better than expected.
Yeah, I will give it to them, yeah.
If they take something like an even lane, or not a losing lane, or maybe a winning lane, they can actually fight back, because it seemed like that they have an idea, they know what to do, when to do it actually, because they got kills as well, here and there. But yeah, Etzkes lost to his prior teammates and is looking to come back into game 2. Now, ladies and gentlemen, remember to write hashtag Vault if you want to participate in today's Vault giveaway for 10 euros of Vault credits. This was game 1. We'll take a short break after which we'll go into game 2 between Turing eSports versus Žalgiris.
Go big, go boom, with guns of boom. Like the sound of big booming 4v4 friend fragging action? We'll fix you up. Go big, go boom, with guns of boom.
Lešik, butik, jau viss ir redzēts. Killer, tas viss ir redzēts. Skandāls, secret, viss ir redzēts. Creepy, crazy, jā, viss ir redzēts.
Pārsteidz mani. Pārsteidz mani. Pārsteidz mani. Un tagad pārsteidz mani.
Lūdzu, jaunā Helio interaktīvā televīzija nomaina Lattelecom ITV. Televizors, tālrunis un planšete darbojas kā viens vesels. Tagad pārvaldi un aizraujies pilnīgi jaunā līmenī. Izklaide progresē. Helio.
my spirit's free, no one's stopping me now. I just can't wait until the summer when I meet with you again. Yeah, I just can't wait. I just can't wait. I just can't wait. I just can't wait until the summer. I just can't wait until the I just can't wait until I just can't wait until another when I got nothing on my mind. I just can't wait to rediscover when I meet with you again. Oh, I just can't wait until the summer when my spirit's free, no one's stopping me now. I just can't wait until the summer when I meet with you again. Yeah, I just can't wait until the summer when my spirit's free, no one's stopping me now. I just can't wait until the summer when I meet with you again. Yeah, I just can't wait. I just can't wait. I just can't wait. I just can't wait until the summer. I just can't wait until the I just can't wait until I just can't wait. I just can't wait. I just can't wait. I just can't wait until the summer. Every day is a reason to chase what you've been dreaming. For you I strive. And every week is a season. The winter's got my knuckles bleeding, but I don't mind.
Welcome back to the Baltic Esports League. We are back for game 2 between Tallin Esports versus Žalgiris. First game, Žalgiris with a pretty clean game. A couple of mechanical misplays, but well, that happens sometimes. At the end, they finished the game. Was not clean anyway, how they finished it, but yeah, the early game looked promising. Took down third by third, so I want to see if they can do it the same in game 2.
I want to see them clean up their late mid-game problems. I wouldn't call them problems because they won, but there were some macro issues in the late mid-game that they got the 5 turrets that was so clean. They pushed, they roamed. That was perfect map play from Žalgiris, but I'm actually looking to see that they do the same and they actually know what to do after they take that 5th or 6th turret, after they take the outer turrets and secure the vision for the Baron properly and not rely too much on fights or picks to actually get the Baron, but actually choke out the enemy team from the vision to get the Baron. Because their macro play in the early game, it was really good. It was really good. And if we're looking for the other side from Turing, don't draft losing lanes? Question mark.
Yeah, don't draft losing lanes. Mid lane was fun. Really like to see how Taz played that game. If he can get at least like half of that performance in game 2 as well, maybe he exhausted himself in one game trying to carry his team. But if his team does not lose that heavily, then I think he's pretty much set to carry the game.
Yeah.
Maybe go on some different type of pick. I want to see what else he can play. So yeah, it could be interesting. So what do you think about that Heimer pick? Should they ban it? Should they leave it open?
I think the problem was not in the Heimer pick. I think the problem was in the Twitch pick. They can leave the Heimer open, and they had a great idea in the pick ban. They hovered the Ashe. I think Ashe or Varus is actually pretty good into Heimer lanes because you can withstand the pressure, and if they draft Heimer Pike with the actual intention for the Pike to roam everywhere, if the opposition is Varus or Ashe, for example, the Pike can't roam because he needs to be in that lane because the Ashe arrow or the chains of corruption from Varus are gonna catch out the Heimer. It's not gonna be smooth sailing like in game 1. And I think the Heimer can stay, and I think everything, the draft from Žalgiris isn't that scary. The draft from Turing was a misdraft. I think they need to clean up their draft.
So yeah, I think that seeing Ritix and Gerbas on something more carry oriented should be better. And what we have here, both Swain and a Heimer banned, so really respecting Frexy over there on the right. Now Tallin banned same as in game 1. So what do you think? They banned in the first game. They banned Swain. What else did they ban during?
They banned Aatrox.
They banned Aatrox. So one of those things are going to be open and possible for a first pick. Maybe Chosen One wants to show that he can actually carry the games because game 1 did not go super well for him. Aatrox is open, so Chosen One just lock it in. I don't know. Even if you haven't played a game of it, lock it in. It's Aatrox. It's not the difficult champion. Just need to.
It's not that difficult, but
used to it.
You need to get used to the champion that is Aatrox, but it's nerfed. It's a little bit nerfed. His laning prowess isn't as good, but we were talking about the Aatrox. We get another split push champion in Camille that can. It's probably going to go top, but it can go in the jungle position as well to pick off any laners that's a heavy gank heavy jungler, but it's probably going to go top lane for Chosen One.
And yeah, Chosen One played a lot of Camille in the first season BSL. Now he's super comfortable on that champion, and this game actually, since Žalgiris is already with the 3 points in league, if they take this victory, they'll be so ahead of all the other teams. Because, well, a small reminder, after the 9 weeks, we will go to the HyperTown finals. This time, it's not going to be in Riga. Where is it going to be?
It's going to be in Tallin, and the place is called Saku Suurhall.
Saku Suurhall. And well, it's going to be quite an event because the first HyperTown was just amazing. What do we have?
We have
here?
a Kai'Sa against a Kog'Maw. Have a little bit of bad memories, Kai'Sa versus Kog'Maw.
Yeah, I remember like MSI and how Uzi just rolled over anyone who tried to pick Kai'Sa away from him. And now a similar pick as Twitch, only with a lot stronger early to mid game, and versus Kai'Sa the range is going to be pretty nasty. And whoa, Aatrox came through, and Tazas will be the man picking it up, unless that's truly like jungle Camille and
it can
Aatrox
be it can be jungle Aatrox as well. Yeah.
It could be AP Kog'Maw mid as well. So who knows? Who knows?
This is a full flex draft, but if we're completely honest, then probably the Camille is going top lane and the Aatrox is going mid. But we have a Kai'Sa Alistar lane. We already saw the stats before the game. Frexy on this Kai'Sa, he is a beast. He can carry the game on this pick, and yeah, I actually am looking forward to seeing how he's going to build him. Have seen a lot of different builds. AP Kai'Sa is coming back into the meta. Stormrazor Kai'Sa is still lurking somewhere. We will see how this one will go, but the bans, Rise and Poppy banned. They didn't like the Poppy from Smackler last game.
And yeah, well, I have pretty fresh wounds playing Kai'Sa versus Kog'Maw. Me and Oxys went duo queue yesterday. We had like Kai'Sa, I don't remember what you played, it does not matter in that case. It was like Kai'Sa, Morgana versus Kog'Maw, Lulu. In gold elo, I don't know what happened, we just got rolled over. I tried to command the lead, did not work out. Ox is pretty stubborn player, so we'll see. If we'll see that Kaglulu menace in the bot lane, probably not. Probably this is going to be something like Braum and stuff. Especially versus Alsta, you need to be safe. But
this could be a. I don't know if Zalgiris or Turing actually play it, but Tom Kedge is opened for the Kog'Maw for the safety, and I want to see if they pick it, but probably not.
And well, look at that, Trundle locked in. So what do you think? What's going to be on top lane, Gragas or Trundle? Because I think that Trundle is a great matchup into Camille. Trundle is like Mundo, only a bit different. Camille jumps on you, Trundle is going to eat you alive. And Gragas the same, he can just, you try to jump in, you get body slammed and take half of your HP in damage. And whoa, Etzkas, with his old picks, with his Sejuani. And the last pick is going to be for Gerba. So is that going to be that? Oh, what is happening here?
Yeah, I was looking at the draft, and
that is going to be Sejuani support, if I'm not mistaken.
That's Sejuani support or Camille support?
No. That's going to be Sejuani support. So maybe. Well, we haven't seen Gerbos and Riddick playing BSL except for the last game. So maybe that is their secret pick. Yeah, Gerbos might as well could be Sejuani support one trick. And maybe that is not Sejuani. That is interesting. Could have been a placeholder. Yeah, we totally forgot about it because these players are pretty experienced. They do not. They have mostly all the champions, so no need for placeholders. Now that is going to be banned, and that was not Aatrox. Man, what is happening? We are completely clueless.
We don't know what's actually happening at this moment because the draft looked a little bit crazy. We didn't know if that's a mispick, misban or something, but yeah, it looked a little bit too crazy for.
But it looked like a team comp.
It looked like a team comp. It looked really fun. It looked really fun to actually to cast, but still.
Well, that is going to be. That is going to be Sejuani in the jungle. So the Aatrox was a placeholder for what? Well, stay tuned. We can see it in a couple of seconds. But yeah, Aatrox was not picked. Hopefully Kog'Maw was. I really like seeing Kog'Maw being played super interactive champion, especially. And whoa, we got Rimtolis on the Xerath pick. So Xerath Victor, what is this, like season 5?
This is gonna be a quote-unquote fun lane in the mid lane.
And that is Braum.
That is Braum. Yeah, now it looks a lot better than it did before in my eyes, but getting back to that mid lane, this mid lane is going to be a farm fest. They are going to farm it out, and that's a Trundle in the jungle. It's not top lane. It's the Gragas in the top lane against what it looks to be a Camille. The junglers, they can influence this mid lane, yeah, but Xerath has cleanse, so you're not gonna dive him a lot, but you can try. And the bot lane, well, you can gank for a Kai'Sa, but can you actually gank a lot for the Kog'Maw? If we saw in our duo queue game, yeah, they ganked a lot for us, but we have to see what Etzkas is going to show us on the Sejuani, because all of these lanes, they are going to be won or lost with both of the junglers.
Well, I don't know, botlane could be explosive, but I'm really looking forward to seeing Tazes on the Victor. I want to see what he's prepared for us. And, well, you mentioned a farm lane. I do not think so, because, oh yeah, Zarat, he can win game level 1 same as Victor. Victor can win the game level 1 if you are manly enough. You just go in, past the minions, past everything. You dodge the first skill shot and the only skill shot that's going to go through. If Tazes can do that, then he can completely zone out Rimtolus and vice versa. If Rimtolus hits a couple of Qs in a row, Tazes will be too low to actually contest the following minions. So it's going to be interesting. Chosen One wants to redeem himself on the Camille. Had great last season on it, but, well, he has to play this season. He can't really live in his past. But yeah, the victor of Season 1 on top lane. And the big challenger, Smackler.
Yeah, we have to see actually how Tazes performs on this Victor, because we saw incredible CS numbers from him from the first game. But if he gets, and he is going to get the same numbers with Victor, and he's going to scale and get the same 3 or 4 items as he did in the first game, he's going to roll over this team. He is picking the champion to put his team on his back and just carry them through this game and get the victory, because I don't know, maybe he doesn't play assassins, but Victor is a great pick to actually try and 1v9 the game.
Yeah, Victor is super obnoxious to play against, especially if you're the AD carry. We've all seen the double evolution clip where he just wanted to finish game then and there, and something happened. That's what we always say, something happened. I was winning the game and then something happened. We got Kaisa with the same idea, but Kaisa is better. She can have a shield when she goes into end. So we'll see how it works out. Rimtolus. We saw Rimtolus a couple of times on Zarat last season. He had great games. And yeah, Zarat, an excellent pick with Kog'Maw. One of the best picks you can pick against Kog'Maw, because you do not want to be in the range of Kog'Maw, so you just outrange him. And if they can combo him, it could be great. But at the same time, similar story to game 1, in my opinion. A much better draft from Turing eSports, but they still need to scale it. They need to get a couple of items, 2-3 items on Kog'Maw, 2-3 items on the Camille on top lane to take over the side lanes, 2-3 items on Victor so he can have like a real team fight presence. Well, it seems like a more scrambly style if you're Žalgiris. They really need to win their lanes. They need to perform mechanically well on their champions, hit every skill shot. Because if they don't, if Zarat misses too many skill shots, Kaisa goes in a little bit too reckless, and Smackler misses some combos on the Gragas, then they are just going to get rolled over. And
but still, if we look at from like 5v5 draft comparisons, then actually both of the teams have good scaling, both in the mid and late game, with Kog'Maw Victor against Kaisa and Zerath. Both of them are late game beasts.
But look at it this way: we got Camille on top lane, late game Camille. How are you going to protect your Zerath? If Zerath has to protect himself or run away, he doesn't deal damage to Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw just rolls over everyone. So yeah, Gragas wants to go in onto Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw flashes or Alistar interrupts him. Team fight's over. So I really like the draft for Turing eSports. It seems like that Etskis was the main draft guy in Žalgiris when he was there, because this looks like a super like mega Žalgiris comp they got.
Yeah, this is a great comp. Yeah, to your point, yeah, they have a lot of lockdown, but yeah, it's good. But if we compare just the damages, then they're both great, actually scaling both of them to the late game. Yeah, the Kog'Maw maybe can out damage the Kaisa. Yeah, that's true. And the Camille, I think the problem is not going to be Camille locking down the Xerath, the problem is going to be if both the teams are going to try to opt into late game team fights, late game scaling, then Camille just goes to your turret in a side lane, and 5 seconds your turret's gone. That can be a win condition of itself as well.
And we are in the game. Whoa. And the second game. So what are your predictions like going in Bald? What do you think? Which team is going to win and why? What's going to be the main factor? Maybe who's going to pick up the first blood, or who's going to just give away first blood for nothing?
The first blood, I think, is going to go on Rimtolis. He is going to die to Tazas, probably from a roam from Etskas and Chosen One. The best case is going to be the Chosen One is going to flash ulti. It's going to come around level 6. And also, I'm actually favoring the Turing draft for this game. I think that if they go late, Tazas already showed us that he is a carry. He plays very well.
Didn't carry the last game though.
Yeah, he didn't carry the last game, but he has the place and time right now to actually redeem himself from the first game and show us that was just a misplay that happened in the late game from the first game. So I'm going for Turing.
But yeah, like Taz's Chosen One combo is super, super nasty. Imagine like Taz's that zone thingy inside of the Hextech ultimatum of Camille. You cannot get away from that. So yeah, and then you just sit in it and die. But I believe first blood is going to go to Riddick's on bot lane on the Kog'Maw, and he's going to kill Afting because that's how it usually happens best is Kog'Maw and Braum. Riddick's with the Kog'Maw skin had to get the Chroma. Without Chromas, it's nothing.
You will have to see what happens in this bot lane, because this is a very skill-oriented matchup, in my opinion, because both the supports and the ADs have to be on point on everything they do, because if they don't, and either one of them gets kills or any sort of leads, one or the other AD carry just dominates the other one.
Yeah, well, I really want to see what Riddick and Gerbals can do if they are up to task to go against one of the best BSL bot lanes. Because so far it seems like they're just conceding the lane, they're not trying to trade as they should. And if you're scared of the Alistar, you will never be able to trade properly.
There's a gank in the mid lane.
Yeah, Afting will get free level 3, and Tazas just takes a little bit of poking, deals actually more to DJ Barsas. And look at Adam Tolis already struggling in the mid lane. Is desperately looking to get CS for last chapter, but from the side, Etskas wants to get revenge on his prior teammate. Rimtolis will have to flash, and Etskas, yeah, gets stunned under the turret. Rimtolis deals more damage, but he's completely zoned out of the turret range. Tazas will not let him to get anything there.
Yeah,
and look at it, taking another Etskas with the flash, and first blood comes to Tazas, as you mentioned. Ooh. And well, what is bot lane? Bot lane actually goes to the other side. One hit will do it. Frexy gets the kill. Now is stunned now. Can Riddick turn this? But Riddick is super low. Has flash away himself. A lot of summon has burned all from turning eSports side. And Afting still has flash. So yeah, one for nothing on bot lane. And so far we see Taz is the big carry on mid lane. It's set him up perfectly. And on bot lane, Frexy and Afting doesn't feel like giving up the lane, or they don't believe in losing matchups.
Yeah, they don't believe in losing matchups. Getting the kill on the support there, the Kog'Maw probably wasn't ready for them to engage actually, and Alistar has his flash, the Kog'Maw has no flash. That signals to me that DJ Barsas has to go to that lane to
get... And the lane is pushing towards them, so... Yeah, Riddick was not able to push it out fast enough, and now Frexy and Afting can just freeze them and maybe just flash to hit Kog'Maw under the turret. Shouldn't be too hard. Etskas pretty in close proximity, so let's see. But yeah, lucky for Riddick, they got to push in the wave. It seems like Frexy and Afting did not opt to freeze it. So yeah, I don't know, a big win for Redix. That's the best case scenario you could get there.
Yeah, that's the best case, but still looking at that mid lane, first kill goes to Tazas, the man that we mentioned that can carry this team, and Etzka's setting him up for this kill.
And Rimtolis might fall again. One more hit will stun him, and Etzka's this time with the kill. And Rimtolis is not having a field day on mid lane. Now, Smackler in top lane, another shining light. Look at that, he's the leader of all the rings. He has 2 Doran's ring, one Dark Seal, and now a big roam coming through. Can they get something here? Barsis is trying to be the bait, and the pillar comes through, but not the best pillar there. Tazas is able to get away. Frexy wants to get more, and now the flash comes on to Tazas. He has to use the heal, and they will not get anything, or will they? And look at that, Afting setting up the play, getting the knockup on the Gearboss. Frexy with the W, sniping down the Braum and getting another kill. So 2-0 Kaisa already. And yesterday was Falcon eSports. He won both games on Kaisa, so far undefeated.
Yeah, so far undefeated on the Kaisa, and 2 kills for Kaisa. If your support is not inting, we already know that it is a 1 game, but this is going to...
And X, the colored maiden, coming in onto Smackler. Smackler used the explosive cast. Can he get away? Gets stunned. Chosen One flashes forward, and Etzkis gets another kill. So Chosen One pretty mad at the moment. He wants some kills as well because he's not having fun time in this lane.
Yeah, this is actually pretty interesting because Turing are opting in for mid lane and top lane to snowball those lanes because they know that Tazas can carry, and Chosen One already proved that he can be a carry on non-tanks, so to speak. And on the other side...
Look at that, what a trade by Tazas, dodges everything, goes in like a man. And well, that's some gameplay I like to see.
Yeah, Tazas actually playing like a monster on this Victor already. He showed us in the last game that he can be a carry, and we will see what's going to happen in this game. But right now, he's on pace to showing us what he didn't actually got to show us in the last game, that he can carry this team to a victory. But on the opposite side...
no, Barca is coming for repeat gank on to Tazas. Now, Tazas super safe. He does not even sweat it. Deals back damage, dodges everything again. And is just melting Barca's with the corrupting potion. And now the ultimate comes down. Barca's one more tick would do it, but the field is a little bit too slow. Barca survives, but can you even call a gank if Tazas just turns on you 1v2?
Yeah, he just outran him, but here
and in the jungle we can see fight 2v2 Frexy and Afting
in the mid
are
lane.
playing the jungle role on mid lane. Yeah, Smackler on mid lane.
Oh, Tazas.
Can they finally get it? Rimtolis, that's not how you do it. The cast misses as well. Tazas is kiting. Can he get executed?
Guys, shut down on the other side.
And look at that, Tazas flashes the explosive cast. Can he get away? He will get executed, or will he? Yes, he does. What a play by Tazas. Completely. Yeah, it seemed like joggers just running around like headless chickens. Frexy dying as well. Riddick's getting a kill on the Kog'Maw, and that might be the next victims here. Chosen One gets a kill. Smackler is dead. Barsis will be the next one falling. And what a series of plays coming down from Turing eSports.
Yeah, Turing just pressing the go button and just saying, let's go, guys. And Tazas first with the great escape. That was amazing by him, using the flash in the perfect moment. And on the other side of the fight, Jalger is taking an unfavorable fight in the jungle 3v2. And
Etzkis mid lane again. Does not have the ultimate, but has flash. He'll take down the Raptors, and Barca is not getting anything this game. Etzkis gets pillared, has the flash though, will probably has to use it. Now Tazas is there to back him up, so... And here comes the big ultimates from Rimtolis, hits one, and that's about it.
Yeah, we have to see what's going to happen now in this mid lane, because Taz showed us some incredible actually skill with dodging out everything that Žalgiris threw at him in the mid lane.
But, well, you need to take in consideration that Smackler just wanted to get that fade-away kill. He threw the cask and instantly walked the other way. He does not care. I think he does not care that he didn't get that kill. But what, in comparison to last game, he is already 0-2 on the Gragas pick. And Camille is slowly starting to scale.
Yeah, Chosen won 1 and 2 on the Camille. And the only winning lane for Žalgiris is actually the bottom lane, where Kaisa got the 2 kills early. But right now, Kog'Maw has 2 kills of his own at the moment, and we know that in this matchup that if they both go out even,
and Frexy has had enough of this game. He's just looking at his teammates like, can you stop feeding for once? I'm trying my hardest. Like, I need to get that, keep that 100% Kaisa's win rate. And well, Frexy is back, so I don't know, maybe a little tantrum. We know that last season he was super mad at people who rooted for Iron Wolves.
Oh.
So this one, well, Chosen One was in that Iron Wolves roster. This is like the OG Iron Wolves, but we'll see Iron Wolves after this series. So the new Iron Wolves.
Yeah, I think Frexy just called a pause to go to his closet and get the big backpack to put his team in it and try to carry them through this game, because the bot lane is the only winning lane for them at the moment. We have to see how it's going to unfold when we get back into the game. And
well, maybe backpack, maybe a pillow to scream into, like, why do items cost money? Like, I want to be on 6 items already. And yeah, Frexy going with the Storm Raiders. Well, yeah, Storm Raiders. Not Storm Raiders.
Storm Raiders first, yeah.
Storm Raiders first. That is like that's the strongest item in the game at the moment. But we've been seeing Kaiser's recently, at least. I checked on Pro Build, so I know how to build. Have started dropping it instead of going for the old like Rage Blade into Nashor's to build.
Yeah, but that's only you. You checked Pro Builds, they were checking it out, you were playing that. Frexy has a 100% win rate on Kaisa.
And well, who's going to have 100% death rate? Rimtolus barely survives.
If he goes back to that lane to catch a little bit of farm.
Yeah, Taz still has his ultimate, or does he? Yes, he does. Taz does not have the flash, but the ult range is pretty huge, so Rimtolus has to be careful.
Yeah, he has to be careful. He's going to try to farm from a distance, but he's going to get
and there might be a collapse on bot lane. Etskis finds Afting, but well, what is happening there? Frexy and Barsters are trying to turn it, but well, Taz gets the kill on Rimtolus. Even Chosen One came down, and well, they are going on the bot lane. Frexy gets stunned, gets ignited, gets pretty low. Almost falling, yeah. But well, can they get something on mid lane? Where is Smackler? That is the question. Now Frexy is asking, where is Smackler and even top laner? Because in that case, if you get one more member on bot, you can easily take down the Kog'Maw. Now he doesn't have flash, so I want to see Žalgiris setting up plays on bot lane.
They got the first turret.
Yeah, they got the first turret off of this. Žalgiris just did not know what to do in that kind of situation. They probably feel a bit broken from these couple of plays that Turn eSports did, showing that they have the premier players in the league.
I want to say I am pretty shocked that we already saw that Rimtolus was so low. The jungler probably called that Victor has his ultimate, he has everything. Why did he stay in that lane? Yeah, you need CS, but is it better to just concede the CS, go back, get your health back, lose a little bit of CS, and your mid lane turret is still standing, you don't die a third time.
And here comes the classic Žalgiris action. They have the teleport on Smackler and just goes 4 people bot in case they can get the 5th one as well. But Ridix and Gerbas are not feeling it. They are just going to top. Because,
Look at mid lane.
yeah,
Tazos is
there's
just
nothing
pushing
to
for.
do.
Tazos
Tazos
is just pushing for a tier 2.
Yeah, he might consider getting Lichbane second after this. Just yeah, he's like, I don't know what's happening. They're just letting me push for free.
Yeah, they're just
Lichbane and Nashers. Who cares about team fighting when you can just split push as Victor?
Yeah, they are just leaving Tazos to B, and we know from the first game you don't leave that man to B to farm because he's going to carry. And right now they're going to lose a turret in the top lane at tier 2.
And we can see
3.
1600 difference between Tazos and Rimtolis. And well, Frexy has the Storm Raiders, has the Recur Bow, and is looking to fight someone because Kog'Maw only Blade of Drinking, but that's a big spike. And here comes Afting. Bar says, can they actually engage on this? No, the Winter's Bite will pursue them to stop the chase.
Yeah, Rimtol is just, he understands that he has lost the lane, he can't stand against the Victor, and he's just roaming non-stop. Even Smackler just going and taking Rimtolis' farm in the mid lane, and this looks like he's calling for the FF Ward at 15, but his team is saying just stick to the plan and try to win. And right now he's the same level as his AD carry.
That is not pretty, to say the least. Now 4 people on top lane for both teams. So what can Tazos do here? 2-1-1 on the Victor. Does not have the highest CS this game. Actually, it's Frexy with the beautiful 10 CS per minute. Is looking to be the main carry in this game. On the Kai'Sa pick, he understands that Rimtel is not having a great time. 0-3. So, yeah, Frexy, they just want to get turret by turret. They do not have the best turret taking capabilities, but look at who do. Smackler uses the top out on mid, and 4 people from Turing eSports are mid taking the tier 2. Only Kog'Maw, and Kog'Maw getting caught out. Redix, why did you stay there? You saw your team was not dead, and do not feed like free kills to Frexy. He can carry on the Kai'Sa, getting even a shutdown. But yeah, they did not get the turret, so maybe that was the plan. And now Turing eSports are flanking from the side. Now
they're trying to find the bot lane who
they see the bot lane, and Frexy has to use the flash, and now he's in the pickles. He will just take the turret and try to hold them off as long as possible. He has a lot of damage, but he cannot kite them off. And Tazos on the killing spree, getting the shutdown. There was no shutdown. Meanwhile, such a messy game. Mid lane being taken by Žalgiris. Well, they're just trading turrets at this point. Look at that, Tazos on top lane will pick up that as well. And now who will get the Rift Herald? That's the big question, because if they're just trading turrets and you got Rift Herald, then you could just finish the game. I have a feeling, at least from how this game is going so far. And look at that, Aitskis and Geribas in trouble. Geribas has flash base. Makla goes in. Explosive Cask will push Aitskis a bit closer, but Taz is dealing a lot of damage on this Victor. And Balsa getting the kill.
And the Rift Herald securing the kill on the Trundle, smacking him down.
And Chosen One goes in. He still has the Hextacard Maiden, will not use it. Oh no, he actually used somewhere. And now Riddick kills Smackler. And all 4 on this Gragas. Smackler is not having the best game of the day. But yeah, I have a feeling that this game will end with a base race. That's my prediction for this game.
It feels like
how the game is going so far.
Yeah, it feels like this is going to be a base race.
And Frexy wants to get that 1v2, but the shield is just too much, no matter how fit you are. And look at that, Radix with the damage, gets creep blocked. Everything according to the plan. Now Frexy goes in. One more hit will do it, but look at that. Chosen One with the clutch plays with the hookshot flash. That's stopping Frexy at his tracks. Getting a kill onto Afting even. And well, Frexy tried to make the plays. They did not know the Chosen One was just covering for them. And woof, what a play. And now they might even lose Rift Herald after this, or not.
They should lose Rift Herald because they're trading for the Cloud Drake at this moment. But yeah, Frexy didn't have any vision of where Chosen One was at the moment, because yeah, if we look from both perspectives, then yeah, he goes in, he gets the Kog'Maw, he probably gets the Braum on the other half of the play.
Yeah, because like the shield was down.
And the shield was down, the Kog'Maw W is down, and you can just go for that play. It's good, but you didn't have any vision of Chosen One, and he thought that he's probably in base, and he went for the play. If it goes all according to plan, he gets the double, he gets himself even more rolling. That's not just a Rage Blade in his inventory anymore. That's a Rage Blade plus ZAL or anything or something like that. But still, the play doesn't work out. He loses his life. His support dies as well, and they lose the bottom lane turret as well. And right now, touring with this solo queue type playstyle right now, they love it. They don't want to go in more macro, and they are just tearing Žalgiris apart.
5k ahead, 20 minutes in. That's the lead that Žalgiris finished the game in game 1. Now Rimtolis finally with the first item has the loot, and Zeko might get caught out by Chosen One here, and he will. Has flash, has cleanse, but where can he go? Chosen One with the 5th kill of the game is unstoppable and gets a blue buff for himself. And what do we have here on top lane? Did they get the Rift Herald?
They
put down the Rift Herald on top and are going to rush down the Baron. Now what can Barces do? He is a pretty clutch player as far as we've seen, flashing in many occasions. Now they stop the Baron, and the Rift Herald didn't even take the top lane turret.
Camille is just gonna smack down that bot lane tier 2.
And it seems like that Žalgiris just has no answers. Gragas cannot 1v1 this Camille. It's level 13 Camille, one of the biggest spikes for the champion. Next one will be on the Sterax build. And yeah, Chosen One was not happy about how game 1 went, especially after those disastrous ganks from Etskas, but now on his comfort champion, ready to carry.
If I'm just standing here and I'm just gonna pour a glass of wine or something for my boy Lattelecom in the mid lane. This guy is having a sad game in this game too. He's getting camped, he's getting killed left, right and center. He is not playing League of Legends this game, is he?
Now we got an excellent example why you don't just pick Xerath.
Yeah,
it was the last pick, so he knew what he was getting into. And that's even worse, I think.
Yeah, you actually showed me up on this prediction about the Xerath, because you already told me before the game that Chosen One's just gonna jump on the Xerath and kill him. I thought, yeah, if he plays it smart, like I have seen that Xerath actually can play. If you play the champion correctly, in my opinion, Rimtolis is not doing that. But if you play this champion correctly, it destroys. And
they are jumping on Frexy. Frexy dodged the first ultimate, and well, pretty clutch, but Tazes deals quite a lot of damage. Look at that, that's a lot of damage. Frexy has to actually heal, and Flash Wave will not burn down by the Corruption Potion. Now Rimtolis on the Zera duty misses everything. So Taz is still alive, Frexy is still alive, the 2 premier carries from each team, and quite an exchange, but we saw how much damage Tazis actually can do. He popped Frexy to like half HP with 1 laser and only the first proc.
He hit 1 laser and then he put down his ultimate.
Yeah, and ultimate also, like 2 procs, and Frexy had to heal. And look at that, it's pretty smart play going in for the Rylai's Crystal Scepter to keep down this Kaisa, because if Kaisa is dead, then Žalgiris have nothing.
The Magi's.
The Magi's as well. So 6 stacks, not quite 25. Like, I don't know, if I recall correctly, last week when we saw Fritz with the Magi's, he stacked it up in 2 minutes.
Yeah, he stacked it.
He bought it, and in 2 minutes.
Yeah, he bought it. He bought it. They got. I remember that because that was highlight of my last weekend. He got the Dark Seal. He was on 9 stacks.
And Rimtolis, yeah, he was on 9 stacks.
He was on 9 stacks.
Then they had like one team fight.
Yeah, they had one fight around the Rift Herald, and then it was 25. And then they just won the game off that. And right now it's 6 stacks for Tazas, but we already just talked that it can get 25 in a matter of seconds. One team fight is all that he needs.
And talking about one team fight, will they get it? Barsis has to use designs but will not survive. Chosen One gets the kill onto Rimtolis. After will be the next one. Well, Frexy going in with the place. Gets flashed on, and look at that explosive cast throwing everyone onto the 80 carry of Jagger's. Triple kill comes in for this man in the mid lane. 18 stacks.
Just talked about it. 6 stacks to 18 stacks. It's
and
Baron.
they will try to secure the Baron right now. They got all 5 members left. Only Smackler there to defend, but look at that. They are pretty low. So maybe Smackler can get 1 or 2 of them. He has the vision. He sees that they are super low. He could just TP in or no?
No, they're not contesting this. This is a free Baron for Turing at the moment. Taz is going ham in that fight. This looks like a GG well played for Žalgiris. Actually, I know you never can count out any team in any game. That should be the mentality, but they're 9k down. The Victor has 18 Magi stacks, 6 kills. Well, I'm pretty scared if I'm Žalgiris at the moment.
I would be scared in the last team fight that I was Frexy. I'm like trying to figure out whom to focus, and suddenly 3 members come down right in your face, and you have to decide in that moment, because you can like throw 1 or 2 auto attacks. If you throw it at like I don't know, Sejuani, it does not work out for you. And yeah, Baron taken by Turing eSports. They're 11k ahead.
Tazas just went back and bought. He had a Sheen, and he bought a straight up Lich Bane from that. This Victor hurts like a truck at the moment.
And he's like 4k ahead of the Xerath. Only like 1.5 items.
Is that the Xerath mid lane, or is that a support Xerath? I can't tell the difference, because he has almost as much gold as his support. Only 2k more, yeah, that's only, but still, this Xerath pick in the mid lane is really holding them back this game.
And let's see, Chosen One level 16 is ready to pretty much, I think he could just go in Rimtolis, finish his Banshees. Now, will be a bit safer at the moment. And Frexy is dueling Ridix. Can he kill him? No, he cannot. Ridix is too strong. Just this Kog'Maw has Rage Blade, has Blade the Drunk King, procs the lethal tempo, and Frexy, well, you get like participation awards for the attempt. And this might be the last team fight of the game. Explosive cast
dead.
Splits them for a second. Rimtolis still alive. Frexy not feeling it anymore. And well, Rimtolis, can you actually defend this? So let's see. Frexy up in 15 seconds. So well, he still has time to reconnect if he wants to. Rimtolis gets flashed on. Everyone flashed on Rimtolis. He is the guy to die. And Ridix takes the kill. Tazas got his 25 stacks, and this series ends as 1-1, as Turing eSports just shows them who won the BESL last season.
This was a complete stomp from Turing. Žalgiris in the early game took some unfavorable trades, and in the damage graphs we can see that this wasn't the one-man show as we thought that we needed to do, as we thought that it's going to happen that way. This was all the teams stepping in, the Sejuani and the Braum also. Yeah, their damage numbers are not that high, they're tanks, yeah, so what? But still, they offered a lot of CC and peel for the carries. Chosen One showed up, Tazas showed up, Kog'Maw also showed up.
But what we can see from damage, like, even though the Xerath was like 0-8-1 or 0-8-2, he still had the most damage of his team, so maybe, well, Frexy had early lead. He was not able to carry the game, went for the AD build this time, so maybe that's something to look at. But yeah, a great performance by Turing Esports, closing the series 1-1. And now it's going to be pretty, yeah, I don't know what to expect. Both teams had one great game. And well, we will head into the next series, which is going to be City Life versus Iron Wolves. So the new Iron Wolves or old Iron Wolves with Salis as the captain. If you want to see that, stay tuned. Remember to write #Vault if you want to participate in the Vault giveaway. 10 euros to one lucky winner. Today we will announce the winner somewhere during the stream, so be here at all times. If you are the victor, you'll have to write to BSL at BSL.pro. Say just you are the victor. And well, for now we'll take a short break, after which we'll have the second match of the day.
Go big, go boom, with guns of boom. Like the sound of big booming 4v4 friend fragging action? We'll fix you up. Go big, go boom, with guns of boom.
Lešik, butik, jau viss ir redzēts. Thriller, killer, tas viss ir redzēts. Skandāls, secret, viss ir redzēts. Creepy, crazy, jā, viss ir redzēts.
Pārsteidz mani. Pārsteidz mani. Pārsteidz mani. Un tagad pārsteidz mani.
Lūdzu, jaunā Helio interaktīvā televīzija nomaina Lattelecom ITV. Televizors, tālrunis un planšete darbojas kā viens vesels. Tagad pārvaldi un aizraujies pilnīgi jaunā līmenī. Izklaide progresē. Helio.
Welcome back to the BSL, and well, after just a back and forth series in game one, well, back and forth because one team won one game, another one the other, and both were pretty convincing, so that's what I would say. Back and forth. We will go into the second match of the day. This one is Iron Wolves versus City Life. Iron Wolves, the team that dominated last season. This is a different roster though, because during eSports had the spot from Iron Wolves, from Atlantis Baltics. This one, the man in the mid lane, the captain Salish, chose to keep the brand, keep the Iron Wolves alive. So yeah, from the side of Iron Wolves, we haven't seen them yet, haven't played the game, so we will do it now. They have 7-man roster, looking ready to take over the game, and for this week, at least for this first game, we'll have Eugene in top lane, Agentis in the jungle, Solius mid lane, Yashiro and Zavielis in bot lane. And Zavielis, another member coming from Atlantis Baltic, sticking with Solius, and I really want to see what they have prepared for it.
Yeah, but on the other side, we have City Life. We already saw that roster, and it's still the Portuguese top laner in Temptation Office in the jungle, Juke Sidewalk in the mid lane, Sir Lose a lot
or tilting
in the AD carry position, and Dragon Blame as support.
And yeah, from first week we saw that City Life can get a win. They went 1-1 as well, and versus skill difference, which was also one game skill difference showed that they are good, and then City Life showed that they can also be good. So both Juke, Sidewalk and Office had a great game too, tried to carry the game, and I really like their team fighting style because they went in chaotic from all sides, and at least skill difference was not prepared to face that. Iron Wolves though, it's a complete different beast.
Yeah, that's true. From City Life's perspective, I actually want to see how their communication with their Portuguese top laner is going, because last week we already saw that Temptation, he's really good. He's mechanically really good, but he couldn't hold it together in the times that it actually mattered, because he got all the team's kills in one of the games, and it looked like it was a lot of communication errors actually, where they couldn't communicate fast enough to the jungler, to the mid laner, and snowball that lead that Temptation had. I have to see how they worked on it during the week, and how they have improved it over the course of this week.
And actually, in the morning before going to the studio, Juke Sidewalk contacted me and asked like, what do we ban, what do we pick, how do we beat Iron Wolves? I said, man, I don't know. So they had like a couple of hours to try to figure out, because I don't know, just Solius is too good in mid lane. That's about it. He was unarguably the best player in BSL in season 1. No one could face him actually. Not even face him. That was pretty interesting matchup. Now Juke Sidewalk is going to be on the opposite side this time. And well, both of the players, I don't know, Solius plays everything. He plays control mages, he plays assassins, he plays who knows what else. A new meta can come in. He can probably play Kled or Aatrox, man. We haven't seen that. I believe he can do it. If he's practiced doing it, then it could be pretty interesting. So I don't know, it's just, I don't know what to do with Iron Wolves, but at the same time we haven't seen them yet. So maybe this is not as scary of Iron Wolves as they were in season 1.
Yeah, maybe they're bad.
They have a different roster. They don't have Optimus in the AD carry position, or Spark. Yeah, Optimus also was deemed to be the best player. Now Solius took that over, and yeah, Eugene and Agentis and Yashiro haven't played in BSL yet, so they have a lot to prove as well. Maybe they can take the spotlight in these games. Maybe Solius can just roll back a little, take Galio and tell like, guys, I'll let you carry. And if that doesn't go well, then I'll carry you. Like,
well, with everything you just said about that man, he's not going to play Galio. He's not going to play Galio because we haven't seen this team. And if you're Iron Wolves, I am going into this game to show all of the BSL viewers and all of the other teams we are back and we are going to destroy you this season as well. We have a new roster. There are different players. Some of them haven't played in the BSL as of yet, but they are coming in here and we are going to wipe you and destroy you as you stand in this game.
And well, I want to see them destroying anything. Well, at start they have to destroy City Life. They need to show, because City Life has not had the best practice as far as I've heard. Like, they do not feel each other as players yet. Maybe everything has changed since last week. Maybe, but yeah. What I concluded from week 1 is that they know their strengths and weaknesses pretty good. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing. They put their bot lane on something that can just go even in lane. Mm-hmm. They put Dragon Blame onto tanks because, well, yeah, he performs best on tanks. So I don't know, I really like it. And now already first bans come true. We're into the champion select. Iron Wolves on the blue side for game 1. Already banning out Poppy. Saw that what Smackler can do on that champion.
Yeah, Poppy is becoming a power pick, not only in the BSL but everywhere in the world. EU, NA, China, Korea, everywhere Poppy is wreaking havoc both in the top lane and in the jungle position. This champ with all the buffed tanks at the moment in this patch is one of the premier tanks in the top lane, so everybody's just banning it because it's a tank and it can still kill your AD carry if you leave her alone.
And look at that, Aatrox and a Kali ban coming from Iron Wolf's side. Meanwhile, we got Jace, Alistar, and Lance ban coming through. I would suggest them to ban something like, well, I don't know, Rakan. Something to keep their bot lane alive. Xavielis showed that he's a pretty nasty Rakan. And Rakan is super hard to play against. And now the last ban is Kai'Sa. Alright. So, mid lane bans. Well, mid lane, everything is open. They are willing to take that skill matchup in mid lane. Camille first pick. Chosen one. Went like 8-0 on the Camille last game, maybe 7-0. Now Eugene or Agentis will be on the pick.
Yeah, Camille, we already saw last game that she has a lot of potential lockdown availability. She can lock down with her ult, and if she is left alone in that sunlight to farm, to get those 2 items, she actually destroys any tank, any matchup that she actually opts in or opts out of it. And on the opposite side, Graves in the jungle. We saw in the first game today that Graves in the jungle suffered a little bit. Maybe it was due to not pushing lanes or different reasons, but the Graves hasn't shown anything good here this week.
And well, we got Graves and Varus locked in for City Life, and Irelia mid lane probably. Solius is taking the carry top. Agentis on the Talia, so Talia Graves matchup. It's a skill matchup to say the least. Yeah. And woo, versus Irelia, Jukeside Walk decides to pick up the Orianna. So it's also, I don't know how mid lane's going to go. Orianna is traditionally the lane bully and a super solid scaling champion. At the same time, is there something that Irelia can't do?
Well, actually no. The Irelia just goes in and pops you. But there is a potential to actually, for the Graves to go to that mid lane and gank that Irelia, because Orianna, when she hits the level 6 mark, she offers a lot of potential ganks for the Graves, for potential gank setup to actually kill the Irelia. But if the Talia is in the mix, then that can be a scary 2v2.
And would you look at the 380 carry bands coming from City Life side? They have the Varus. So what is left? What can they pick up? We saw Twitch. I don't really think that which is the best. We can still see Ezreal, we could still see Lucian, something like that.
I'm thinking this is going to be an Ashe pick. Maybe it's considered a great pick against the Varus. Not a great, but it's a matchup that is happening everywhere. That one team picks Varus, the second team picks Ashe, and they just go even, and they offer the same things. But Iron Wolves...
I think you're not really familiar with Iron Wolves. They do not want to go even, they just want to smash their opposition, and Blitzcrank locked in from Zabielis. We still don't know if that's a placeholder or not. No one's writing us, so might as well be the Blitzcrank. Dragonblade hovering Soraka, that is the absolute worst champion you can pick versus Blitzcrank. I hope it's Braum. And here comes the Braum. So, oh, Dragonblade. What are you thinking? That Leona locked in, and what a team fight coming in from City Life. Look at that. They got Maokai, who's going to take a little bit of beating on top lane, but he just needs items. We got Graves in the jungle. Always reliable, no matter how far you are, you get the range. You got everything. You can just deal a little bit of damage, and if that doesn't work out, you get the smoke screen, the most obnoxious CC in the game.
Yeah.
Mid lane, Orianna. You can set up plays together with Leona, together with Maokai. Varus, Chain of Corruption is just perfect, and well, Solar Flare from Leona also looks good. On the other side of things, we got Iron Wolves, who has picked like skill matchups in all the lanes and carry matchups in all the lanes. They are looking to go for the 1-3-1, get super headed early to just be able to beat anyone 1v2 who comes to oppose them. And Zabielis on the Blitzcrank. Well, I want to see how that works out.
Still a little bit shocked with the Blitzcrank. I'm still looking at the chat on the third monitor here and waiting for it's a placeholder for something, because yeah, Blitzcrank, yeah, at first it feels like it's not like a real pick, but it actually is a real pick against the Varus, because the Varus has no mobility. If you are so confident that you can hit those skill shots, you get the Varus and the Lucian just goes on the Varus and they kill him. That's as simple as that. But talking about the team comp versus team comp, then City Life, they have a 5v5 team comp. They want to go ARAM down mid lane as the second team comes ARAM down mid lane as well. They want to 5v5 this game. But on the other side, Iron Wolves, they want to outplay their opponents in the lanes and pick off as many of the laners as they actually can with the Blitzcrank, with the Camille, with the Talia. They have a little bit more skirmish power and a little bit, for example, 2v2, 3v3 power. But if this game goes to late game, I'm actually favoring more the City Life comp.
Well, if it goes to late game and team fights, if they can actually force and set up team fights, that'd be great. Who knows if they can do it? We'll need to see. We've seen only 2 games from City Life. We haven't seen anything from Iron Wolves. They are looking like they're going in strong. So my predictions for game 1, I would say that Iron Wolves is going to take it, only because we saw last week that City Life has no team play at all. They can play only solo queue-esque style. And you mentioned, yeah, you looked at the third Manta, nothing happens. We got so many Mantas here. But, well, yeah, we got 3 Mantas. I'm going to have a 4-meal dinner tonight. And where am I going to get it? Of course, it's Vault. So, today we'll have a giveaway at some point for 10 euros of Vault tokens. Yeah, Vault credit. So if you want to participate, write #Vault. Write what you want to eat. Write what I need to eat. I want to eat something good tonight. If you have used Vault, be sure to give me some feedback or something, because yeah, I'm looking for great food all around the city, all around the world. Not yet, maybe soon, maybe soon. But for now, yeah, #Vault. We'll announce the winner somewhere during the stream. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll have the first game between Iron Wolves versus City Life in just a moment.
Finally, I feel more free. The end of you and me. Let it go, let it be. My heart belongs to me. My heart belongs to me. You're never gonna let me go, and I will never let you go. And now I'm feeling stronger, feeling stronger. You're never gonna let me go, and I will never let you go. And now I'm feeling stronger, feeling stronger.
And we are back. We are in the game. First game between Iron Wolves versus City Life. So let's see. Last game we almost, last match we almost saw an invade. I want to see, and look at all those pings coming through. How can you actually do it? Iron Wolves with the mechanics. Woo, I've never seen anything like that. And they are going for the 5-man invade. Zavielis, the front man on the Blitzcrank. Meanwhile, City Life just with the solo queue plays, holding on as a 4, as 5, just looking for an invade, but they do not know the true beasts in this game. You always go for the red invade if you are the blue team. They got down vision, they got spotted, and they actually didn't put any wards down, only the one in Tribrush. So, do City Life actually want to contest them? And it seems like they do. So we might have some level 1 action here.
This is going to be a fiesta.
And yeah, Shiro takes a little bit of damage. Juke Sidewalk a bit impatient there. And Zavielis misses the hook. Oh, and well, that's a sad poppy over there. Now, mid lane. What do you think? What are your predictions? What's going to happen between Salius and Juke Sidewalk?
This is going to be probably... in the early game, this is going to be a pushing lane for the Orianna. She's going to push in the Irelia 24/7 as she pleases because...
And look at that first trade. Look at that first trade. Ooh, and that's only the preview what you're going to get from this Irelia.
Yeah, the Orianna, as I said, she wants to push in, but the Irelia, she wants to fight. She wants to fight that Orianna like now. Level 1, level 2, level 3, any level she can actually try to go in on her and get a favorable trade. But there are Orianna singles with her summoner spells as well that she has teleport. She just wants to push, farm, and farm from that mid-late game spike.
And look at that, Zavielis goes in aggressive, gets the hook on Max Dragon Blade. Now he has to flash away. Zavielis doesn't use anything, only the hook. Only the hook, so next time he gets the hook, they can probably go for an all-in.
He didn't use only the hook, Derek. He used his rocket smash or...
The rocket smash as well, and Office has to flash away as Salius is going in on him now. Juke Sidewalk and Office, it's like a small ramp. Juke gets hooked and Salius with the first blood. And now they want more. Max gets a knock up and now Dragon Blade is burning down. Tilting gets 1 kill, Dragon Blaze falls down, and what a disaster! No. Triple kill for Irelia already, and he wants more. No. Office has no flash, but he'll take the blast line. What is there? Salius, 4 kills, 3 minutes into the game.
No.
And well, you asked me what is this man, and now you see.
Oh no, they really just got 4 kills 3 minutes into the game.
And look at that, Temptation in trouble as well, has to flash away. He'll get away, so at least someone who's not dying in City Life.
Yeah. I ask you, what is this man and what does he play? We already settled that he's not going to play Galio, and now I understand why, because on these carries, he is going to destroy this lane now. He has 4 kills, he already picked up his Tiamat, his boots, and he is ready to actually run down that lane and destroy that Orianna any second she pleases.
That is going to be nasty. Now, the best thing about all those roams on mid lane and bottom lane is that they managed to push in the wave before going somewhere. Now Zavielis wants to get
the Leona's still level 2.
Gets the knockup, gets the hook. Now Leon's a bit more tanky than they probably thought. Now that's what you get with Resolve as the primary 3. Getting down the stone plate, the crystals, everything. And actually on mid lane. Okay, Juke is holding on, trying not to. I actually have no idea what's going on in the voice comms after that. He was like, I'm just going to farm versus this Aurelia. Talking about Aurelia. He is on the way, securing the skull crab for his jungler. Or for himself, of course.
Of course.
How else would that be?
He gets
and the question marks come down. So this game, it seems like Iron Wolves are just having a blast.
They are having fun right now. And they really even dive into Orianna.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be really tough for the Orianna in the mid lane, especially that their jungler is Graves. He offers no CC, so Orianna doesn't have 6. She offers only a slow, and with 4 kills,
I wouldn't go near that Aurelia.
Yeah,
just let her be.
Just let her be.
Juke's might as well go 3-man bot right now. But holding on CS, and Zavielis gets the hook onto Juke, gets stunned and flashed away. Still alive. Offense is trying to trade down the damage. Turret helps that a little bit, and woo. Okay, Juke surviving, has the teleport to get back to lane.
But
not the worst case scenario.
You think about it a little bit differently. The Aurelia right now, she has only a Tiamat. Right now, she probably has enough gold to get her Sheen.
Yep.
When she gets her Sheen, she is going to dive that
and level 6. So that is that. Meanwhile, Agantus, while all the attention was on Solius, Agantus is just camping Temptation.
Oh, it's 51 CS to 26.
Agantus was in top lane 3 times already and now might even die. He has Flash and Flash down the Shockwave. Now,
now the Orianna doesn't have any CC. What? I want to see what's going to happen now in that mid lane. Because the Aurelia is back. She has her Sheen. She has her Tiamat. The Orianna wants to reset at the moment, but well, if the Aurelia, she just stopped the Orianna's back, but there's gonna be some kills in the mid lane.
Now, if Aramos doesn't want this to be the Solius show, then they have to step up on other lanes, and I can't really imagine what you need to do as Yashiro right now in the Lucian to take away the spotlight.
I don't know what he needs to just outplay 1v2 against the Leona virus. Then he maybe takes the spotlight from me.
Zavielis seems to be
he
comfortable
DC'd,
mid lane as Solius is freezing the wave. So fun gameplay for the Orianna. She's just scrambling, trying to get something.
Not that down on CS though, but still, she's getting starved from the Aurelia that has those 4 kills, and yeah, you're probably thinking, why are we talking so much about this Aurelia?
They're just double jungling at this point.
You're probably thinking, why are we talking so much about this Aurelia? But come on.
Zavielis is there for 2 straight minutes.
Yeah, he hasn't been in lane.
Yashiro is just sitting 1v2 on bot lane. So they want more, Can they get something? Duke is trying to run away, but Ignite will kill him. Gent is getting the kill. Office, next one on line. Can he actually do something here? Use the ultimate, but does not really deal a lot of damage there.
Leona and Barris is coming. Blitz is
Yeah,
probably dead.
can Dragon Blade connect?
Oh,
and Talia Wall
nice
from
Talia
Agentis,
Wall.
saving Xavielis now. Tilting does not have his ultimate. Now hits 6, so... Oh, poor Oriana. That's all I can say. Xavielis was sitting in the bush for like 2 minutes straight, still level 5.
But still, it was
quite funny.
It's quite funny, but the Oriana in the mid lane, she was playing it as safe as she could. She wasn't even near the lane. She saw that Blitz is not in bot lane. He was playing it so good, but still, you need to farm. You can't just be in your own jungler's jungle and take everything from him. If yeah, your lane opponent is fed, but you can't put your jungler behind for it, and he just goes to lane and instantly gets
and Yoshiro with a dash. What a relentless pursuit. Dragon Blade used his flash and the E to get closer, and what is there? I think I've seen this somewhere.
Yeah,
Duke
is
Sidewalk
this a
gets
replay?
stunned, gets cooked, gets knocked
Oh,
up, doesn't
no.
even use the ultimate in time, and woo. Xavielis, I don't know. Yoshiro might be the silent carry this game because he's been 1v2 for like 5 minutes straight.
Yeah, if he hits a kill on this 1v2, then he is the not even the silent
And here
carry.
comes Agentis. Now they are trying to dive this Lucian, but they might pay for it. And look at that, one kill coming out from Yoshiro, second one not connecting with the calling. Tilting is trying to run away, does not have flash, has heal though, has to use it to survive. Meanwhile, on mid lane they get to tier 1. On top lane, Office gets a return kill, but that is going to be traded for Eugene, so 1 for 1. Pretty worth if you're the Camille.
This game is... Iron Wolves are showing us why they were...
And look at Xavielis with the Hex Flash over the wall. Duke Sidewalk has flash, but gets stunned, gets hooked, and flash down the Aurelia's ultimate will not help. And whoa, I don't know, that's a pretty
I
big
actually don't have any words. If I'm City Life at the moment, I'm sorry every viewer, okay, but if I'm City Life at the moment, I'm calling an FF vote at this moment.
And well, Temptation with the teleport plays. They wanna get something here, but Leon doesn't have ultimate. Varus doesn't have ultimate. I don't know what they're trying to accomplish here.
Yeah, Temptation TPing from behind and didn't work out that well because Iron Wolves actually had vision of the teleport.
And now Temptation might be in trouble. 3 men collapsing on him, and there's nowhere for him to run. Salius gets another kill, 7th one of the game. Now Office in the enemy jungle on the Agentis. Now he gets seismic shot, and Yoshiro on is the man here. Flashes forward, secures the kill. And woo, what a game! And if you look at the money, Salius at the moment only 3k ahead individually of the Oriana. So.
Only 3k.
Yeah,
12
only
minutes
3K.
into the game.
12 minutes in, that's an item.
That's an item.
And he's going to have an item. He has almost as much gold on his in cash right now as Duke Sidewalk has in total.
Yeah.
The net worth of this Oriana.
Oh, this game is actually pretty bonkers from Iron Wolves. They come out. Yeah, that's a little bit like unlucky for City Life for that.
A little bit
Unlucky in the early game that
And now Tilting wants to catch out this Lucian, but he's 2 levels behind. He has a Dragon Blade on Office.
Does he actually want to catch out this Lucian?
They are 3v1. Lucian doesn't have any flash, doesn't have relentless pursuit, but he's going to fight it. Chain of Corruptions lands. And a couple more hits will do it.
Oh,
and pretty close, almost getting a kill back, but Office with the shutdown.
If he dodges the Leona stun, then he probably gets a triple kill there.
Well, he got hit by Chains of Corruption, so he can't really.
No, but after that, he was out of the Chains of Corruption. It ended, and he started to walk. If he dodges the Leona lockdown,
and
the first.
Talking about lockdown, Salius is he is
Run,
feeling some
Varus,
tilting right
run.
now. Varus? Well, he might be able to escape, but no.
No,
Flash
he's not
ultimate
gonna
comes
let
down,
him.
and the 8th kill of the game now.
I have a question, Derek. The bot lane is usually the 2v2, right?
Yeah.
In this game, there's a mid lane 2v2.
Yeah, mid lane Blitzcrank. I've seen that quite a lot because, well, if Lucian can 1v2 the lane, Yoshiro playing it perfectly on bottom. Talking about bottom, we might get a collapse there. Agantis comes down with the wall. Dragonblade will be the first one to blame for his death, and Office just outside chilling, just have no camps to take, have no CS to contest, no nothing.
And Irelia starting to recognize that maybe she can try and get her teammates ahead and kindly.
And Temptation in trouble. Falls lower. Now they might turn this as Eugene is without flash. Use the Hex the Colored Maiden. They're going to get the kill, and these are the plays that City Life need to make. They need to play away from the Irelia. Was not successful though, as Solius just get 2 more kills.
Yeah, they saw that the Camille and the Blitz, no, the Camille and the Talia were topside, and they knew that Irelia was bot side then, and they still tried to contest the Drake there, and just ended up dying again. It's an 0-5 Orianna. Can you check the goal? Maybe the Blitzcrank at the moment has even more cash than the Orianna.
Not at the moment. Maybe in a couple of minutes now. Only 5k ahead, 15 minutes in. That is, yeah, the usual gameplay. I get it like every game. So I'm pretty used to seeing people this far ahead. I see it every game. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yoshiro still fancies some 1v2s. Office and Juke Sidewalk there. But yeah, how do you play versus this when enemies just go so ham all the time? You never know who can be in the bush, since they are always alone. And the culling will persuade them to back. And yeah, Yoshiro doesn't even need to use the heal.
Yeah, the jungler and the mid laner go against the AD carry. The AD carry almost kills the jungler, and he gets out alive. Even he didn't even trade anything. He didn't use a single summoner spell for that. Of course, the Graves and the Orianna didn't use them as well, but I'm sorry to say, the City Life start getting in those comms and start talking about the next game already. What are you going to pick?
And Dragonblade goes in onto Eugene, stuns him, uses the ultimate. What is happening? Eugene flashes away.
Eugene,
he's pretty confused as well.
Yeah, Eugene is hinting at this moment for Iron Wolves because they have died 5 times and he has died 2 times with almost no kill participation.
And this is what I want to see. This is what I live for now. Can this Orianna actually do something? He gets a couple of CS. That's an accomplishment at this point. And on top of 10 kills, and looks like Temptation wants some action. Now, Solius just dodges the damage with his W, goes on Juke Sidewalk. Juke Sidewalk still is alive, and there might be a shutdown. Tilting runs through. The ultimate gets disabled now. What is happening there? Can we actually get something? Xavielis gets a kill, so Triumph gets a little bit, and look at that, 1,000 gold going on to Temptation. Meanwhile, on mid lane, they're diving Office, and Yoshiro gets the kill.
Yep, we confirmed it. They need 4 members to kill the Irelia. That was great, but they killed the Irelia. They got the 1k shutdown gold, but it went on the tank. If the money goes on the Varus, I'm actually pretty happy. Okay, yeah, you're so far behind, but still, the money goes on the champion that actually has to carry this game, and the Varus is one of them that can actually carry because he is going lethality Varus, and the Iron Wolves comp is a little bit squishy, and that's a great call.
I want to see how much damage can he do to Dance Irelia at this point. And also, I don't know if Solius can be killed at this point. 1v5, 1v4. It seems like that he will just keep on pushing bot lane. He does not care what happens. But he should be careful about dying at this point.
Yeah, he should be careful, but still, if the next time City Life just go for him with 4 people, because they already showed that with 2 people it's not enough. Maybe three you can get through it, but still, it's pretty hard. You need to send your whole team to actually get the split pusher. But the next time, Baron's gonna be up, and if 4 people just go for the Aurelia, then the other side of the map is just going to take the Baron or take inhibs or
and
anything.
here comes Juke Sidewalk, uses the shockwave. Solar Flare actually stuns, but that is not enough. First kill comes in from Salius. He is trying to get away. The Ignite is ticking and he will fall this time. Dragon Blade taking the kill. Meanwhile, mid lane, Rift Girl summoned by Agantas. They really want to get us inhibitor. Can they get something? Temptation jumps on Dragon Blade from the side. Now, Tilting is there to just drop some damage. Gets
Nice
hooked though.
hook.
A lot of damage comes
Nice
through.
hook.
Agantas, will he fall? Yes, he does. Temptation is the first one to fall. Eugene from the side. Dragon Blade will also die, and that is a 3-for-1 trade. Well, no, it's a 3-for-2 trade if you consider Salius's death.
Yeah, but it's still going to be...
And Office is
Graves
going to
dead.
be the next one to fall. And a
And
big hook
Oriana.
coming down from Zavielis. And that is probably the
That's
game.
probably-
The 20-minute comes in, so even if they do not vote anonymously, they can, maybe Temptation, he has couple kills, he's like, now we can still win this, play it out, guys. Other guys are like, oh.
Maybe Oriana should go in the Volt app and try to order some salt, because he's going to be a little bit salty about this game, because he is not playing League of Legends at this moment. He's 0-8 at right now.
And he's not even playing Yasuo.
He is.
With Yasuo, that would be acceptable.
Yeah, with
And
Yasuo,
what we have here, Teleport comes in, Salius gets the kill on Tilting. And Teleport will never be fast enough, but they really want to get him. Righteous Glory.
popped.
Yeah, popped, but the stun comes
They're
down.
just going for Baron right now.
And yeah, they can probably melt it pretty fast. Everyone's here but Salius, and look at that, the Baron's melting already on 8k. And that's going to be 21-minute Baron, and that is all that Airwolves need. They will be 15k ahead 20 minutes in. What is that? And what is that goal difference? Take a look again. 7k. Juke Sidewalk has 6k gold and he's 7k behind.
Blitzcrank is 200 gold behind the Oriana right now. If the Blitzcrank built AP, he probably deals more damage than the Oriana at the moment. This is a complete wash from City Life. This is the first time in my casting career here in BSL that I have seen a team just dominate the other team. This looks like challengers playing against bronze. This isn't even funny anymore.
Well, I don't know how to comment that. I had something for that, but at the same time, I believe that City Life, even though they're 15k behind, they still got the wombo combo. And if all the stars align, no, listen to me. I see that you're smiling, but if all the stars align, Leona passive deals a lot of damage. So does Varus. And if they can just somehow kill everyone, then they can hold down the game. And here comes Juke Sidewalk. He just gets one shot at the third falls. Salius once more. Temptation will be the next one. But the stun doesn't connect. Meanwhile, on the other side, just tier 3 on top lane. Now Argentus with what a seismic shot. Eugene is going to pick up the kill, or is it? That's Yashiro over there. Chain Corruptions is trying to slow them out, but seems like the game one is going to be finished in 23 minutes. Off is falling as well. And Temptation, the last one not feeding the game, will, I don't know how to comment that. 23-minute game, 27-8 kills. And what a performance by Salius.
Yeah, they outskilled City Life. Okay, they didn't outskill him. Nice damage chart. but still they didn't like. It was a bit unlucky for City Life. I'm gonna say it as it is, because it doesn't come even in solo queue games. You don't see that your opposing laner gets 4 kills 2 minutes into the game. That just doesn't happen every day. And it's a bit unlucky for City Life, but I don't know actually what they could do to get back into the game.
At the same time, we saw that Yashiro on botlane played super well. Could like let Zaviel sit in the middle bush for 2 minutes straight, not even moving. Maybe he went to make a tea or something during that time. Maybe he started moving only because he got that AFK notice. You get that in custom games as well. Blitzcrank dealing 1/3 of damage more than the Orianna. Well, we can drop it on unlucky, or we can drop it that we just don't know what Iron Wolves can bring. If this was, I think that, this was probably just everyday game for them, just a normal game of warm-up. And Salu super fed on the rally. If you want to get super fed, you had your chance to participate in the Vault giveaway, and now we see the winner in the chat, so congratulations. You just need to write to BSL at BSL.pro and tell them that you won. And that was the first game. What do you think? What do they need to do for game 2? How can the City Life come back from this? Because I know the answer. I know the answer why this went as horribly as it did. They tried to pick a team-oriented team comp.
Yeah, I could agree with that, because if and it is that the information you told me about City Life, that they can't get together as a 5-man unit, then just play your solo queue comps. Play what you play in solo queue. Play what you actually like and what you can carry on. And if you have like even comms at this point, then if you play to your best, you can try to at least go to 25 minutes against Iron Wolves. But the best case, you can try and actually win the game. But if you're playing a 5v5 comp and you're drafting for mid-late game with this team oriented comp, that you need to have a lot of communication, when to go in, when to go out, when to peel, when to push and everything, and you're not on the same page with your team, then you just need to draft a little bit more differently.
Now for game 2 from Juke Sideways specifically, I want to see something. Well, I don't think that they can out macro Iron Wolves. We did not see macro, although we could say that they knew how to close out the game pretty quickly. So, but they were not pushed to any extent. Like maybe Salius has pretty warm fingers right now, because he had to he had to practice. This was like a practice for him. How to like clutch 1v3, 1v4, how to survive longer, because you don't get that opportunity every game. So it was cool for that. For game 2, probably Juke Sidewalk is a bit tilted, but at the same time we don't know. That's the thing that actually I would like to see the voice comms for this.
Yeah, me too. I would love to hear what they were talking about when the Aurelia got the 4 kills, and then the Orianna just probably yelled out FF.
Yeah, something along those lines. If you take the radio version of that. For game 2, I hope that City Life is prepared to play the game 2 at all. And they're slowly coming in. Now, I would like a assassin matchup in mid lane.
Yeah, I would actually love to see it.
Because at this point, I think that there's no chance of going standard against Iron Wolves. They showed that even with this roster, who knows, maybe it's even better than last season. So you just need to go for like those double-edged fights, double-edged matchups, which could go either way, super snowbally ones. You either win the early game by outplaying your enemy, or you lose early game and the game by pretty much take something bold, take something that can carry, take your comfort picks, and until then, we're going to second champion. So, well, in the moment, something like that. Till then, we'll take a short break. We need to refill our cups. We need to empty our bladders because, well, this game, I don't know. I feel pretty devastated, and I was not in that game. So a couple minutes to breathe, and we'll be right back for the second game between City Life versus Iron Wolves.
Go big, go boom, with guns of boom. Like the sound of big booming 4v4 friend fragging action? We'll fix you up. Go big, go boom, with guns of boom.
Lešik, butik, jau viss ir redzēts. Thriller, killer, tas viss ir redzēts. Skandāls, secret, viss ir redzēts. Creepy, crazy, jā, viss ir redzēts.
Pārsteidz mani. Pārsteidz mani. Pārsteidz mani. Un tagad pārsteidz mani.
Lūdzu, jaunā Helio interaktīvā televīzija nomaina Lattelecom ITV. Televizors, tālrunis un planšete darbojas kā viens vesels. Tagad pārvaldi un aizraujies pilnīgi jaunā līmenī. Izklaide progresē. Helio.
through the silence in my cold skin. My body is wearing thin. My fears tell me I'll never win. My body is wearing thin. And there's darkness here. The whole world I fear. In my room I seem to drown. But I won't let them take me down. I won't let them take me down. I won't let them take me down, down, and I'll fall again, fighting off the violence in my cold skin. My body is wearing thin. My fears tell me I'll never win. My body is wearing thin. And there's darkness here. The whole world I fear. In my room I seem to drown. But I won't let them take me down. I won't let them take me down. I won't let them take me down, down, down.
Welcome back to the BSL. We're in the second champion select between Iron Wolves versus City Life. Now, looking at the picks from first game, it was pretty clear that Iron Wolves did not go there to just play a slow game and try to stale out and scale. They just went all in from the get-go.
Yeah, they went all in from the get-go, and City Life at the moment banning the champions that Iron Wolves were playing last game in the Camille in the top lane and in the Alistar as the support. They didn't play Alistar as support, but still they saw what ZAL can do with those playmaking supports and just banning anything they don't like to play against.
And it seems like that Iron Wolves are respecting Temptation. Again, Poppy and Akali bans on top lane. And yeah, that is probably, Akali is targeted to him because he's the only one in that team that plays it. Now Jack's banned as well. And what do we have here?
Irelia takeaway.
But that is going to be top lane.
Fiora.
That is going to be a skill matchup top lane, and everyone's just locking in instantly. Fiora and Graves. Now, Office won last week playing Kindred. Well, City Life played Kindred, and they had a pretty decent performance.
Yeah.
And we've seen Kindred turning games around even last week with that big play from, I don't remember who played it.
That wasn't the Office game.
That wasn't that Office game, but yeah, Kindred locked in. And now they should probably just secure the AD carry right now. Something like Jin, something like Varus, but no. Soraka is locked in. So yeah, pretty interesting. So first game, Dragon Blade covered the Soraka. And now that is going to be, Vladimir mid lane or bot lane. So probably Yashiro can play Vladimir as well. Blitzcrank banned out. So some more additional safety going for Juke Sidewalk in mid lane. And if they want to like completely negate Zavielis, they should ban Rakan out as well.
Yeah, that's true, because maybe the Vladimir is going mid lane, and if you leave Zaire Khan open, then it's a great lane to win lane and a great lane to roam with the Rakan. And they're banning a safe pick in Ezreal.
I think that it could be like Vladimir bot.
Yeah, it's probably Vladimir bot. That signals the Ezreal ban that they did just now signals me that the Vlad is going bot, and they want as much, not as much, but a champion that doesn't have any escapes. That the Vladimir can go just level 6 Predator and pop him at that moment. We have to see what Iron Wolves are going to pick now, and
Pike is banned out as well. So all the main support champions, and that is Lux, and Lux can go bot, can go mid, and I actually don't know. I would guess that Vladimir Lux is bot lane, but yeah,
I have
maybe Solus saw the Juke Sidewalk play Lux last week, and he's like, I can play Lux better.
Maybe, because I'm not getting any messages that is a placeholder. That's probably a Lux bot lane. Maybe. Well, this draft is completely one.
Well, it could be also Vladimir mid, and
it can also be Vladimir top and Fiora mid. But we have to see what's going to happen here, because right now City Life are opting in for a good comp. I don't know if it's
and that should be the placeholder, because or it could be crazy Annie mid lane, and we have no messages. Actually we do, and Annie is Karthus in mid lane. So Annie is Karthus in mid lane. That is Karthus versus Xerath. That's quite a matchup. We saw that Tolis did not have the best Karthus game, the best Xerath game today. Yeah. But maybe, just maybe, Solus can show the other side of him. Going for those poke mages, we just saw the bruiser type mid. Maybe he just wants to tick every possible champion class on mid lane he can play.
Yeah, maybe he wants to tick all the champions off the boxes, like catching them like Pokemon, and get all the classes down, and we'll see what he's going to bring to the Rift with the Xera pick. But I actually want to see what's going to happen with the Karthus mid lane. I have seen a lot of highlights with a pro player named Froggen playing a lot of Karthus in solo queue with Predator, just popping his Predator boots with the ulti and just killing the ADC from 100 to 0. And I want to see if they get to that stage actually, because seeing last game is, after that game I'm really questioning if they can get to that stage where the Karthus can actually influence the map.
I think the main that is going to be Lux in mid lane and Vladimir Xerath bot. That makes more sense, I would say, than Xerath Lux. I don't know. Actually, we'll see. But yeah, Solus locked in Lux, so that's probably mid lane. My matchup of the game is going to be the top lane. Temptation versus Eugene. They had a friendly banter back and forth during the lobby screen, so it seems like they are pretty hyped to play, because Temptation showed last week that he can be the carry.
Yeah.
He also showed that sometimes the plays do not work out, but well, if you're up against Dievs himself, then everything can happen. And what a drop from Iron Wolves. Pretty interesting. A lot of magic damage in their team, but at the same time they get Fiora and Graves. No tanks though on both teams.
Yeah, they played the last game, they understood that they don't need any tanks. But if you look at the other side, do you see a tank on the City Life team? No, you don't. You have a Kindred ulti that can save you for some time. You have a Soraka ult that can help you when you get out of the Kindred ult. Yeah, I think the City Life have their 5v5 comp a little bit better, and we have to see how the top lane shapes up, because it is a skill matchup, the Fiora against the Aurelia. We have to see how that goes, but if you're looking at the top lane, I'm looking at the mid lane. We thought that this Xerath is going to go mid and it's going to be a push-shove lane matchup again. But the looks can withstand the Karthus push.
And can have some kill potential as well.
I think that she can burst down the Karthus level 6 with ease, with a little bit of help from Graves, and seeing the performance he did in the first game, I'm actually looking to see if he can do it on the Lux this time around. And
maybe he was a bit salty that he really can't utilize Magi's.
Yeah, so I thought about it as well.
Lux is probably the best Magi's champion out there.
Yeah, I was thinking about that in the first game. If only this was an AP champion and he could build the Dark Seal or the Magi's, and we can break the BESL record for 25 stacks as fast as possible. But we have to see what's going to happen this game. But we didn't even touch on the bot lane. Vladimir and Xerath against Lucian Soraka. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I would say that Lucian Soraka are quite good early if they do not take a lot of poke from the Xerath. Level 6 onwards, they have to be super careful, because yeah, if they take one stun from Xerath, Vladimir can just all in. They got 2 ignites on bot lane, not 1 but 2 ignites, so they are ready to play and they're ready to fight for this. I don't know, what I like about the Karthus pick is that, well, you can actually help your team even not being there. And if Temptation pops off on top lane, the extra bit of damage from Karthus can actually sway many fights. Kindred can just scale till late game. Well, if there is going to be... Well, Kindred can scale till the mid game at best at this point, because... I don't know. I'm pretty hyped about seeing the jungle matchups. Well, Graves, Kindred, pretty similar playstyles. Graves has more burst, Kindred is like more for extended fights.
Yep.
Whoever gets ahead can completely destroy the opposition.
Yep.
And yeah, I think that bot lanes will not be the main forces in this game. Both bot lanes will just farm. But yeah, 2 global ultimates from City Life side. So they are really embracing the wide aspect of the Rift, utilizing all the Rift, not only the suburbs but the whole city.
Yeah, but they are thinking ahead. You know, Iron Wolves are playing checkers, and City Life are playing
4D chess.
4D chess, because they already saw the first game. They really got so fed that Orianna needed to go in the jungle because she couldn't even go to the minions. Right now, if you pick Karthus, you can actually get your damage numbers up, because you press your ulti and help it with the fights from anywhere around the map.
So talking about damage numbers, who do you think is going to have the top damage in this game? Because that could vary. It could be Xavielis on the Xerath pick.
Yeah.
It could be pretty much anyone. Probably not Temptation or Eugene, because both of them are bruisers. Well, that's just my guess. And bruiser versus bruiser matchup, you do not get a lot of damage. Maybe if it would be bruiser versus tank, or tank versus tank, there usually you see like Mundo's tripling anyone else's damage because he's been just cleavering the Maokai for 40 minutes straight. And whoa, we got some nice skins coming in from Iron Wolves. You'll see him in game, we see him now, so. And we will be pretty soon. Yeah, in game players are loading in. So let's see. What do you think? Are we going to see some invades? Are we going to see Lux starting with Dark Seal this time?
I hope she's starting with Dark Seal, because you asked me the question, who is going to get the most damage in this game, and I think the Lux should win the lane and win the game, as the Aurelia did in the first game, and I think it's gonna. I think it's not going to go as unlucky for City Life, but still, Iron Wolves in the first game, they showed that they are so mechanically good that they can outplay those fights, and right now I just want to see something from City Life, a breath of fresh air or something different in their play style that they can grab a hold to and actually take to, for example, the third week of play. Because right now, if I go away from these 2 games this week and I lost, and if they lose the second game as convincingly as they did the first game, I'm probably crying in my pillow and trying to figure out what's happening with the team. But if you get at least a good start to the game as City Life and maybe even try to win it or anything, then it's pretty good for them.
And well, the shining light could be that Tiltings is on a champion that he's accustomed with, and yeah, we're in the game. We are in the game, so let's see. Yeah, Tilting on the Lucian, probably the best case scenario you can take in the draft. Now, the problem is that your opposition is Vladimir and Zerat, and it's not fun playing versus either of those champions, let alone both of them.
Yep, that's true. Both of them in the bot lane. Yeah, the Soraka comes in with the healing, but the healing is not that much. If the Xerath and the Vladimir just poke him out of lane, then that bot lane is just lost.
Already Salu is stepping over the halfway point. He should have probably taken the Ghost Burrow rune.
Yeah,
which
probably.
got reworked, and you get more AP if you're on the opponent's side of the things. So let's see Zavielis and Solius on 2-man gang squad. They're just trying to poke them out. The poke is not landing so far.
This is interesting.
What is this? That is actually Vladimir mid lane, and yeah, Yashori is going to take mid lane, and Solius together with Zavielis, the 2 people from the old Iron Wolves roster, are going to lane together. And who is going to farm in this lane? What do you think? Well, yeah, that is going to be Lux, but still. Both of them can take farm. I don't think that it's a crime. And look at that, Yashira not really used to playing versus Karthus, takes a lot of Qs. And that is actually pretty hopeful for City Life, since Juke Sidewalk is probably their main carry in the team, and if he's not playing versus Solius, he's playing versus an ADC main, he could get the lead early, and Karthus with a lead is a rough thing to face.
Yeah, Karthus, if he gets the lead, then that is great for City Life, but still, we have to look at this new bot lane, and Lux and Xerath, they are going to poke the Lucian Soraka so heavily at this lane. They don't like it.
And Temptation falling lower, he gets Riptos, and Eugene with the first blood on top lane, already proving his strength on the champion. Now bot lane, we might see a kill there. Zavielis and Salus both flashed away. Tiltings is flashing forwards, but does not have the range. And first game comes through from Agantis as well. Temptation teleports in. They want to get Agantis. Now Temptation flashes away, gets the kill. But look at that. Vladimir taking the return kill, and he's 1 man versus Office. Will get the shutdown 3 minutes in. And what is that? Yeah, meanwhile, on bot lane, Lucian gets a kill. He kills Xerath. Yeah, he kills Xerath, and Xerath kills him. So
no summoners.
What a series of events already 3 minutes into the game. At least no quadra kills so far, but 2 kills on Vladimir. It's pretty nasty as well.
Yeah, true. And Temptation should stop the banter before the game and start actually looking up how to play this matchup, because he was smack talking Eugene before the game even started in the chat.
And Tilting jumps in, takes a bit too much damage in my opinion.
Yeah, because Soraka.
But it's a good thing since Office is right around corner.
But Soraka has
bait them out.
no mana. They can bait them out. But
and here comes Office from side. They know that they do not have any flashes. Now Office eats first, CC second CC, and he's going to fall.
Oh,
Solius with the double buffs right now.
City Life look a little bit tilted after that first game. They're taking every fight they can.
And another fight on top lane. Temptation super low. Has nowhere to run, and he's going to fall again. Or no, Eugene flashes out of the stun range. Needs one more Q, and here he gets second solo kill of the game.
That was a great flash, in my opinion, from the Fiora because.
And Zavielis barely misses Tiltings. Ooh, some swift feed there, but he's forced out of the lane already.
Yeah, 25 CS Lux, 16 CS Lucian. Do the math. Who's stronger at the moment? And yeah, it's
and Office is looking to. I don't know. Someone told. I actually am pretty speechless. How do you play versus this? Lux and Zerat. It's just no counterplay. You need engage, but you get Soraka and Kindred. How do you engage on that? You're just going to take it. But well, Juke Sidewalk will hit level 6 pretty soon, so maybe they can turn something with the Requiem.
Yeah, the only thing it looks like City Life is doing, and they are going to 3v2 this bot lane, because the Graves, he just took every single camp that was on the top side for Kindred. Yeah, Temptation didn't die to the Graves, but Fiora is level 6 right now, and Graves took everything from Kindred. This is the only camp on the map available for her, and Graves going in for the game.
Mid lane, he is going to deal a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. So, yeah, Juke Sidewalk will be forced to back. He does not want to stay that low versus Vladimir. And well, pretty soon Vladimir will have the ignite as well as the ultimate. So he's ready to just all in it. And Kartus with the teleport with no exhaust, no ignite, no nothing, no barrier even. It's just a sitting duck there.
Temptation finally gets level 5.
They are going for the first Drake, and Inferno Drake goes to City Life. Meanwhile, on top lane, Eugene dives him and does not even die from the Requiem. Now, bot lane, can they do something here? Not a lot of damage by the first Requiem, since Juke Sidewalk only has the tier and a couple of Amptones.
Yeah, the Fiora just diving the Aurelia 24/7. This isn't the Aurelia from the first game who got 4 kills. Temptation just taking that to the top lane, trying to show up that the first game in Aurelia can be redone by City Life, but it doesn't look so hot as the first game.
He was probably on this champ is so easy, like no mechanic champion, just go in, get killed, so much damage, you can't be killed. And well, backfired for him. And the bot lane turret is going to be taken like 8 minutes in. Tilting can't really walk up to defend it.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Kindred counter jungling the Graves in the blue side jungle,
and full solo gold now. Zavielis will back off.
Kindred kills. Graves kills Kindred.
Yeah, Kindred went in for an invade. Graves almost full HP.
Yeah,
so what happened there?
Just found him in the jungle while he was trying to take the Gromp.
And they are going in. The ultimate from Lux misses. Now Tilting is going to get killed on Zavielis. Heal comes down. Can they turn this? No, they cannot. Shut down. Solius gets the kill. And the second one for Agentis.
The City Life looked pretty tilted after this one. Yeah, Temptation taking a ward. Kindred going in invading while she could actually try and kill the pushed up bot lane from Iron Wolf's side, but just dies to the Graves in the Graves jungle, and
well, beautiful stun, but no damage, and Temptation has to be careful, even flashes away. What I liked about that bottom play was that Tilting took the initiative, went in for the flash, tried to make a play, got a kill, And now Office and Juke Sidewalk in trouble as 4 members are closing in. Office will be the first one caught out. Nowhere for him to run. Uses the Lambert Sprite. And will flush him. He might survive, but now Zavielis just needs to hold him off for a while. Zavielis even gets the kill. At start I thought it would be like a zoning ultimate, but no. Iron Wolves grouping around mid lane. 3 people mid lane. Graves around the corner will take the blue buff. Eugene is about to go kill the top lane again. So let's see what happens here. Can he actually dive him on the turret? And whoa!
Karthus dead.
Aganthus from the side.
Yeah, Aganthus from the side just kills Karthus. Karthus doesn't respect that there are 4 people around this mid side, and he just continues to farm and trying to get a little bit back for himself, but doesn't get it. And this 3-man goon squad in the mid lane is probably going to take the turret, reset, and go for it.
Top lane Temptation getting dove. Can he do something? Use the ultimate so they are the ZAL fall bit, but look at that. Fiora's ult just heals everything up. Juke Sidewalk teleports in to clear the wave. And now he's waiting for the next wave to be pushed in to be dove.
Look down bot lane, Vladimir and Lux.
And well, Yoshiro goes in strong. Just does not rush anything. He has no rush, has the full. Solius gets first kill, second kill goes to Yoshiro. So everyone gets a little bit now. Juke Sidewalk, can he outplay this? He has no flash, no nothing, and he's just going to fall.
This is looking like my solo queue game. This doesn't look like a BSL type of game. This looks like a complete solo queue game where.
And well, Temptation wants Eugene. Eugene has no mana for Riptos. Eats the stun. No Office from the side. Can they do something? They have no damage. Eugene's not dying. Aganthus will fall. Office takes the kill and a shutdown. Now bot Office will jumps over the wall since Yoshiro is coming from mid. And Office is going to be the next one though. What is this turret and why do people keep defending it?
Yeah, people teleporting left, right, and center and keep dying around this turret. Just concede it and let Eugene take it and take all the outer turrets. This is the... You're just trying to force the inevitable right here, trying to save that last outer turret. The Fiora has 6 kills and probably hasn't backed for a while. She's gonna probably back, and she has 2.5k gold in her inventory. That's gonna be a full item, and nobody's gonna stand in the side lane against the Fiora at the moment.
Now talking about side lanes, Juke Sidewalk clearing down bot lane is trying to reset that wave. Maybe the minions will take the turret, but no. Eugene just teleports to bot lane, will eat the wave, and woo. Dragon Blame eating stuns, that is not what you want to do, but that same token, I think the bot lane went better than expected versus such a comp. Office has to use the ultimate, he tries to deal the damage back, but he's just too far behind, nothing to do. Collateral damage missed, and Juke Sidewalk with a kill, what a turnaround. Now Lux ultimate's going to miss as well. Whoa, I did not expect that burst of damage coming through.
Yeah, Kinder was slowly getting all the marks. She got 1 Gromp mark, 1 Raptor mark, a couple of Scuttle marks. She probably...
She has 3.
She has 3 marks at this point of time with her team actually losing, and in the mid lane, Soraka's just dead.
Yeah, took a combo. Lux didn't even use the ultimate. Oh, yeah, that's about it. I don't know what to tell now. Eugene, 1v2 on bot lane, gets first kill, heals up so much. Office will be the next one falling. Look at that damage from Q. Oh. Well, Eugene, a nice guy, letting away Office. Maybe he said like, don't mind my teammate, and what he said, let's be friends. Juke Sidewalk falls to the Vladimir, and that is just disgusting.
This is just... The Kindred dies in the mid lane.
Dies. Now, Tilting is stunned. Zavielis wants to deal some damage as well. He needs to ramp up those damage. Charge Tilting, falling lower, has no mana, and backs off.
Yeah, Fiora in the meanwhile got the 4th turret of the game for Iron Wolves, and an Infernal Drake to top it all off, and this is looking like they're gonna beat the records. They're going for the record books with this one, and we'll see what's gonna happen. Probably going for the Rift Herald next, and sending the Fiora just down the bot lane because she can 1v2, 1v3 at the moment because she has 7 kills, almost a finished Triforce already. A little bit of farm and she can just 1v3, 1v4 the lane, and they can just take the Rift Herald and mow down any lane at the moment because they're so fed.
Both teams at 1 Infernal Drake. City Life this time 10k behind, 14 minutes in. I think that's better compared to last game, but if you look at the kills, last game ended with like 27 to 9 or to 8 kills. We're going to beat that record.
We're gonna beat the kill score record, but still, they...
And while tilting doing some damage with the jukes. The Requiem comes in. Let's see the damage. Not too shabby, but not enough. Meanwhile, on bot lane, Eugene just taking the tier 3.
And meanwhile, Graves...
No one really wants to go there, because no one can stand after.
And the Aurelia is dead.
And again, yeah.
Temptation is inting at the moment. If I'm City Life, I'm just reporting him after this game because he has died 8 times already in this game.
And well, Office gets killed on mid lane on Xavielis. Meanwhile, both the solo laners just taking the base of City Life. Now Temptation, Eugene, Eugene dodges everything while hitting the inhibitor.
Yeah, he's hitting the inhibitor, trying to get the turret, and
Office wants to get Solius. Solius has no flash, but so does Office. They deal a bit of damage. Now he has to be careful because Solius is pretty strong, 6-0, and here comes Office. The heal comes through, but at the end, the man himself gets the 7th kill of the game.
They're breaking both the top lane and the bottom lane inhibitors at 15 minutes into the game. This is a solo queue game if I ever seen one. The Eugene is on 7 kills, the Lux is on 7 kills. I don't know.
Well, they want to try Eugene one more time. One more hit will kill Temptation. Oh, will it? He heals up quite a lot, but Eugene gets another kill, 8th kill of the game. Can he clutch this 1v4? Runs away. And he does not have flash, but they might not even get him. Office is not in range.
God. They 1v5 the Fiora. The Fiora got a kill in return and got out still. Oh my god.
Red Hero put down on mid lane.
Meanwhile, they're getting the bot lane inhibitor, mid lane inhibitor, top lane is already down. This is a complete whitewash. 17 minutes into the game, they're in the base, just not letting them even go near anything at the moment.
And yeah, City Life are just too far behind, nothing for them to do.
And Lucian's just dead.
Yeah, Lucian's dead.
I want to see a
Office
dancing
do
Rift
something.
Herald.
Requiem comes down. And well, no one falls again to super low. Now Yashiro is just diving them in the fountain. And well, Temptation gets something. He goes after Agentis. One more hit will do it. And Agentis is trying to kite him away. Smoke screen comes through. Temptation has no movement speed. Ooh. And well, now he's going to fall back. Meanwhile, Xavielis gets a kill of his own. Juke, Sidewalk, and Tilting are trying their hardest to defend the base, but yeah, they can't really do it.
They can't really defend the base. This is over when Iron Wolves wants it to be over.
And Yashiro flashes him for the kill. And look at that, 7-21. I think that's the same exact kill scores in game 1. This looks scripted.
This
looks tell me, but in 17 minutes they just finished the base, killed all inhibitors, everything. Now what do you do against that? What do you do against that? If you're a team looking to face Iron Wolves next week.
If I'm a team looking to face Iron Wolves next week, you pretty damn well sure need to find out what they are playing. Because if you don't, and Eugene brings out the Fiora top lane that you haven't seen before, okay, you've seen it now, he's a monster on that champion. You need to scout this team. You need to see what they are playing in all of their solo queue accounts. You need to see what they are doing, because they just dismantled City Life. They completely destroyed them in game 1. That was a little bit unlucky, gotta say that again. But the second game, they just straight up mechanically destroyed each lane. They destroyed the mid lane. A bot lane carry, an AD carry player goes mid lane and destroys the mid lane player for City Life. This is a complete whitewash, and Iron Wolves are looking so strong at the moment.
Well, yeah, we'll have to see, because last season they went 17-1 in the game record. This season, well, taking the first 3 points, and now they are tied. Well, if you take one game consideration, they're tied with Žalgiris and Team Conflict Gaming. We did not see Iron Wolves had to play versus Touring eSports last week, so they will play it upstream. And after the first day of week 2, we get the standings, and that is Žalgiris with 4 points, followed by Team Conflict Gaming, who are yet to play, well, tomorrow.
They're gonna play tomorrow, yep.
Team Conflict Gaming and Iron Wolves both with 3 points. Then comes a lot of teams who haven't played at P9. Went 1-1. Skill Difference went 1-1. They're going to play tomorrow. City Life went 1-1 last week. Now today 0-2. Polar Bears are going to play tomorrow, and are they? Yeah, they are going to play tomorrow.
And also last week we had Imantas 5 losing 2 games, and this week we have a rename for Imantas 5.
A new brand. So maybe they'll just wash off their 0-2 last week. Imantas 5 rebranded to Dator Pasaule. And yeah, we're about to see them. Well, we're going to see them tomorrow. And yeah, for today, crazy games. First match was pretty interesting. Žalgiris versus Touring eSports went 1-1. First game dominated by Žalgiris, second one by Touring. Now we saw what Iron Wolves can do, and Lithuanian teams are looking really scary at this point. We're still yet to see Falcon eSports. When they arrive, I'm pretty sure they feel bad themselves that they're not able to play at the moment.
Yeah, they're probably pretty sad.
So they will put up a show. We still need to see what Coinflip Gaming can do, because last week intrigued me. Coinflip Gaming are going to play tomorrow. And talking about tomorrow, what are we going to see tomorrow?
Tomorrow we are going to see Skill Difference going against P9, and the first game that's going to be at 1 o'clock. And then the second game that is going to follow at 3-ish is going to be Polar Bears against Dator Pasaule. Dator Pasaule, or as the previously said, Imantas 5. So it's going to be a fun day of games tomorrow. Yeah, I'm waiting to see Dator Pasaule. And well, thank you all for watching. Congratulations once more to the Vault winner of the day. And come back tomorrow, because more League of Legends action is on the way.
Like the sound of big booming 4v4 friend fragging action? We'll fix you up. Go big, go boom with Guns of Boom.
Butik, jau viss ir redzēts. Killer, tas viss ir redzēts. Skandāls, secret, viss ir redzēts. Creepy, crazy, jā, viss ir redzēts.
Pārsteidz mani. Pārsteidz mani. Pārsteidz mani. Un tagad pārsteidz mani.
Lūdzu, jaunā Helio interaktīvā televīzija nomaina Lattelecom ITV. Televizors, tālrunis un planšete darbojas kā viens vesels. Tagad pārvaldi un aizraujies pilnīgi jaunā līmenī. Izklaide progresē. Helio.
Bending over backwards, twisting off the wrapper, just to see what's underneath. Oh, dirty little Cupid, she made me do cute shit. Baby having fun with me, but I don't mind, don't mind, don't mind, don't mind for you. You're my candy baby, you're my trick or treat. You're my chocolate with a little something in between. You're my candy baby, crave you all the time. 100 flavors, you're the only one I wanna try. You're my candy baby, you're my trick or treat. You're my chocolate with a little something in between. You're my candy baby, crave you all the time. 100 flavors, you're the only one I wanna try.
This ain't what it seems, girl. You're my little teen, girl. Knocking at your door, I want the candy Halloween, girl. It was nice to eat you. I mean, it's nice to meet you. I might twist my words, say too much and get a sweet tooth. Wait, mama said you gotta watch your hell now. Hey, things are getting heated, watch your milk now. Wait, baby, tell me what you need right now.